kick to the gut. I like it.
Hey, it's a brand new week. It's a brand new Monday. You know what that means. It's Mister Young.
And it's Foreign in the building.
What's
Mr.
up?
Young, I need to start off with an apology, bro.
Why?
Apologizations, bro.
Hey, family is important.
Coming from an English writer, but sure.
Yeah.
No, bro, I'm so sorry, man, about Saturday. And I'm so sorry to all the GrappleMax people. I was really looking forward to the show. But Hari Raya Mad is not over yet, bro. Not yet, bro. So she had to go for visiting. So I hope you guys forgive me. Right off the bat, let's get it out of the way.
Bro, like Vin Diesel said, family.
Yes. Family comes first.
So we totally get it. Yes, absolutely. I hope you enjoyed your weekend, though. I certainly enjoyed my weekend, and I can't wait to tell you all about what went down, what happened at the projector, aka former Siam Tu.
Yeah, bro. I'm also gonna be like one of our viewers today.
Yeah.
So it's like story time with Mr. Young, man. I'm looking forward to hearing everything they have to tell me about the day.
But the crazy thing is today's episode is so jam-packed. So if you are in chat, please drop by and say hi. Edison, what's up? Hey, OG, my man, always good to see you, friend. If you're listening to this on the podcast, of course, you're like, what live chat? We do the show live on Facebook. Not Facebook, YouTube. See, I'm streaming on too many platforms. I don't know what platform I'm on anymore, bro.
Bro, I saw your IG story, bro. You are like Marvel, bro. Got too many, shows coming out, on your week.
Bro, I'm streaming on Twitch, on Facebook, on YouTube. What's next? Instagram and TikTok. Let's go. Come, I conquer all the streaming platforms. Let's go.
Mr. Young, you are a true content creator. That's a true respect right there. Respect.
Bro, I have no time for this shit. That's the problem. Anyway. Okay. Sean Rake, it's good to see you. It was good to see you at the event as well. Div Royalty, hello. Trickster, hello. I feel like because it's been so long, I had to go and catch up with everybody. I didn't get to say hello to everybody there at the GrappleMax event. If I missed you, I'm sorry, but just know that I had as much fun as you did.
First of all, Mr. Young, were you being a...
Before the first bell, obviously, I got to chat with Sam C, who put together this whole thing, right? Our lovely local comedian / Twitch streamer. And then I stuck around after to chat with everybody, and I got a bit of inside scoop.
Nice. Okay, I can't wait for that.
Now Greg, if Greg is listening, he's shaking because alamak, he's like, what did I tell Mr. Young that wasn't supposed to be said?
Bro, are you gonna be a Dave Meltzer and leak information unnecessarily?
No, bro. No leaks here. I have a plug. Wait, that sounds so wrong. I'm plugged up. No leaks.
Okay.
Don't ask me where the plug is.
Before that, I do not know whether he's in the chat, but you came to the show with one of our listeners, right?
Yes, Sam, aka Tovakin.
Yes, I hope he's here, but I don't think he is yet, right?
Yeah, he usually drops in a bit later. He's probably out having his lunch. So if you're joining us right now, having lunch and all that, thank you. We appreciate it. Irvin, Joseph, Trickster says, Mr. Young dancing like the XMM on TikTok, the Xiao Mimi. I cannot, bro. I need to find a gimmick. There are actually a lot of quote-unquote older gentlemen dancing on TikTok, and they become viral sensations because they're all uncle and dancing. That would be me fix a music one.
Oh, yes, I saw. It's like all over social media, bro.
Yes. So I could be the next Uncle Raymond. I just have to, wait until I'm 10 years older and I go bald, because I'm getting there already. Check out the 5 head. And we'll get there, bro. We'll get there.
Oh, bro. Okay, bro. Come on. You're forever young at heart. And as a young at heart guy, wrestling, bro, is all about wrestling right now. Let's go.
I love it. I love how Foreign just put us back on track as he sips out of his McDonald's cup. Bro, you're making me thirsty, and not in that kind of thirst. Like a legitimately thirsty. It's too hot. Okay.
Bro, hot day. Zero sugar, zero Coke sugar. Coke zero sugar, whatever.
Hey, bro, I was telling Tovakin, our friend, because I ordered a Coke at the event, like old school proper Coke. I cannot do the Coke Zero because if you're going to sin, might as well sin properly. This is what I think. Because and chat, back me up on this. All the zero stuff, like there's Coke Zero, Sprite Zero, H2O Zero also have no sugar, but they have this artificial sugar, right? The artificial sugar leaves a very weird aftertaste. I don't know if you feel that way as well.
It's like eating brown rice, bro. Like after a while, you kind of get used to it,
Really? Like I like brown rice. I like brown rice. Don't get me wrong, but there's this weird aftertaste that comes with the fake sugar. That's like,
Well, at the end of the day, it's what you choose what you put inside your body, lah, bro.
True, that is true. You are what you eat. Trickster says, same power as the LHL Cup. Foreign, you need to speak a different language already.
LHL Cup? What's going on?
Lisian Long Cup lah. You know, every time he makes announcements, he drink the cup, then he change language.
Okay. Ni hao ma. That's what I know.
Thanks, bro. Thanks. See, it works. Yes, Ramus agrees. Weird aftertaste, yes. And Trickster agrees as well. See, I'm not the only one. Anyway, sorry.
We are buying time because you're waiting for more people to go and join
No.
I know there's
the chat is jumping already. It's just like I feel like we need to share a little bit more about and our lives and connect. So not all just about wrestling. We have very varied lives, I feel.
Yes.
And
yes,
once in a while on the podcast, we're gonna bring that out as well.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, right, we do also have a Discord community, and I want you to tell us like how actually we got Samuel Tovakin to come or to be your +1 for the show.
Yeah, so we basically ran a little fastest fingers first thing on our Discord, and well, he had the fastest fingers, that's why Tovakin joined us at our very cool booth. And I have to say, first and foremost, right, the projector is supposed to be like, the projector lah, like it's an artsy place. They show artsy films. There's a DJ set on the outside, but I don't know what maybe they cleared out quite a bit of the seats in there. So you had the screen. So the screen was like the Titantron.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. A Titantron at a GrappleMax event, right? It's crazy times, right? And then the big old mat right in the middle. And then I saw two, the cinema seats.
Yeah.
There were two cinema seats just randomly there. I was like, why are there two cinema seats there? Did they could they not remove it or something? And then I realized the cinema seats were facing the other way, opposite from the screen. So I'm like, okay, must be they put on purpose. Then, I found out later why. It's part of the storyline. Okay,
wait. Yeah. But first of all, very cool venue.
Yes.
Very unexpected venue for a wrestling show. But from what you're saying, it actually fits, huh?
It does, yeah. And kudos to Sam C for having the vision to sort of put that together, right? And like I said, the vibe and everything is cool, it's very intimate. And of course, with the VIP lounge area, it's like, it really felt like a subdue a bit. You have your private booths, then you see a show. But okay, that aside, let me just mention what else we're going to talk about here today. SPW's doing their big event, Homecoming, on Friday evening. Foreign will be there for that one. Unfortunately, I have prior engagements, so my brother, you will have to helm that one and hold up the review for that, okay?
It's okay, bro. You tag me in, you tag out, bro. It's all good.
Yeah. You take the hot tag and you're going in hot, okay? We got AEW Double or Nothing to preview as well. We got to talk about Sasha Banks and Naomi.
Yeah, that happened. That happened last week.
What? And
what the hell's going on?
And some random stuff. Okay, you know what? Let's clear some random stuff. Quick thoughts. Rapid fire round because we want to get to the GrappleMax event. Okay. Rene Dupree's brother, Max. Is it Max?
Yes,
what?
Max Dupree.
Max Dupree, former LA Knight, now on SmackDown. What did you think?
Oh man, I heard some rumblings that he's gonna do like some modeling agency gimmick, right?
Yeah.
I was really like, okay lah, something for him to get in. But then he changed the name again.
Are you surprised though? This is WWE, right? NXT, bro, not canon.
I know him from 2 names ago, bro. Eli Drake was my guy.
Sure.
Impact, NWA. And then when he went to LA Knight, it took me a while to get used to it. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't think Max Dupree is a bad name. But it's like hard lah, bro. It's like watching a Moon Knight, You must remember all the multiple characters, disorders. Cannot say.
Maybe, this is the way for Rene Dupree to come back to the WWE. This one, my brother. Do another brother angle. How about that?
Kevin Owens, Elias. Oh my god.
Rene Dupree had the body for it as well. He can totally be a male model. Rene Dupree, and then he can be a French male model. Then you got what's his face?
Remember he brought his French Fifi.
Yeah,
his dog.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. This is, bro. I'm telling you, this is foreshadowing the return of Rene Dupree.
At the end of the day, I'm happy LA Knight is supposed to he finally went on the main roster. He's supposed to be there for the longest time. He's perfect with the entertainment stuff.
Yeah, his promo against Adam Cole, it wasn't over the top. He played his character, it's I don't say refreshing, but in these times, yeah, it is refreshing to see somebody who's actually a decent promo.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, right, I feel like he doesn't need to shine up or like work on his promo. Like even somebody, no offense, like a Finn Balor.
Yeah.
Like you kind of fear that he might have teething issues when he goes to the main roster. But LA Knight is ready to go.
Yeah, man, and of course he's gonna give the rub to Mace or Face or whatever the hell they're gonna call him next.
Yeah, so I'm guessing Mace gonna take out his mask and it's gonna look like a hot black male model.
He removed the mask already. Long time on the dark matches lah. That's where they've been testing this shit out, you know.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so there's that. There's apparently they've been working Tommaso Ciampa as face on main event. So I guess they're testing the waters there also.
No, what's interesting is, have you seen Edge on social media?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, every few days he's been teasing like new members, random names. He's playing the game lah with the fans.
He's basically posting photos on Instagram of other wrestlers, trying to hint as if like they are going to join Judgment Day like that. He posted Paige. He posted Corey Graves.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if Corey Graves was the next member of Judgment Day?
Very unexpected, but he's cleared, right? Technically this year.
I think Corey Graves would be a huge loss if they removed him from the commentary table. If it's just Jimmy Smits and Byron Saxton, no disrespect to them, I think they do a great job, but it's like
incomplete.
Yeah, it'd be like you have the fried rice, but nothing else, no egg, no meat, nothing. You know, they are a bit too plain.
As a fried rice lover, I like Raw's commentary now. Like when Samoa Joe left, I felt like it was a hole. But I think Jimmy Smith, his chemistry with the rest, I think it really now they're quite solid.
Yeah, and
as a commentary,
Graves and Saxton have worked together forever, so they have very, very good chemistry.
Yeah. So for WWE, right, the commentary is not the problem right now. So that's good. That's cleared up. The problem is people are so unhappy that they walk out.
Well, I mean, do you want to get into that now? The Sasha Banks name? Okay, we're gonna get into that. Yeah.
Because let's clear all the stories, man.
Here's the thing, right? Like Sasha Banks, Naomi, this is not a work supposedly, unless they reveal this is a work down the line and we've completely been worked, and then good for them. But I feel, you know who I feel bad for?
Who?
Naomi. Do you think
Naomi kena drag, right?
Yeah, like she was convinced by Sasha, and the story that has come out is that I guess this is not just a on the spur of the moment thing. It was something that had been building up and up, resentment within a company. And I think we can all appreciate that. But the difference is, most of us won't have the balls to one day just walk into work, fuck you, and walk away. We won't do that, right? If anything, in Singapore, what we'll do, even though we tahan so long already, finally we want to leave, we like go in and tender very nicely. Oh, is there any feedback? We don't give feedback because we want to not burn bridges, right?
The thing is, Singapore too small, bro. You want to burn bridges, right? It's the bridge is just across the road from your new workplace.
Yeah, like, I've had so many of these conversations, bro. Like recently as well, after the pandemic, now they're talking about the Great Resignation wave, right? In the US, that's supposed to have happened, and I think from what I've read, that's happening now here in Singapore, where more people are willing to just quit because they want to focus on work-life balance, and they realize that employees are shit and blah 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 blah.
No, the thing is, employers, right, they can't expect after the Singaporeans gotten a taste of work-life balance, working from home and all that. Then suddenly, now every day, 5 times a week, go back to office, 9 to 5. Like, we know that there's a way to actually be productive without having to sacrifice all that.
And it works. It's not like, we had a taste of it and, now we lazy. We want... No. It's that it works. We know this can work. So why are you going back to your old ways? There's a lot of legacy thinking, unfortunately. Not just in Singapore, all around the world, not to be ageist, but there are a lot of old fogies who have done things a certain way their entire life, and they will always do it that way.
Yeah. That's why there's such a thing as a retirement age, and you do not increase it every year because there's a reason why they need to be phased out.
Okay. That being said, not all older bosses are like that. There are some that are a little bit more open-minded. Let's put that out there. Okay, but that aside, I feel like that's what happened here. The two of them, they had been biding their time. You know, okay, they lost the opportunity to go for singles titles. They do the best. They move merch. This is according to them. They try to do the best with the tag team titles. And, I mean, we can all see there's literally no real proper storyline for the tag team division.
Yeah, so everything that they say is valid. Like, if you say that, okay, the audience is the judge, right?
Yeah.
We literally see that Boss and Glow is literally the only tag team that's trying to make it work.
Yeah.
And I've seen for myself, like Sasha Banks, when she goes and does all her other celebrity, mainstream media like appearances, she's bringing the tag team titles with her. So like they are really doing their part. But now you're telling them like, okay, the booking was they're supposed to do a 6-pack challenge.
Yeah.
And Naomi is supposed to like win that and beat Sasha Banks and basically distract the tag team titles and let all of them focus on the singles titles.
Yeah. Do you think that, I mean, I don't think they had any issue with that. It's just their main crux was, why are you not focusing on the tag teams, right? I mean, the funny thing is, of course, WWE's statement, what they put out, made it sound as if they had a problem working with two of the people in the match. It was Doudrop, it was Nikki Cross, it was Asuka, and Becky Lynch. So I know for that day, right, we were all like, okay, who? Cannot be they don't want to work with Asuka or Becky Lynch, right? Because they worked before. Is it Doudrop and Nikki Cross that they don't like?
But that can't be the case because Nikki Ash is like, by all accounts, a very well-liked person backstage.
Yeah. So that got the rumor mill going. It's interesting that the WWE put out that very statement, and the way they worded it was that, they didn't want to work with those talents.
So my thinking is, okay, here's what I think the theory went down. Like, so what they did, there was a legit shoot, right?
Yeah.
They weren't happy, they walked out. I think WWE was trying to do a lot of damage control, immediately making it sound like they are the bad villains of the story for doing that, disappointing the fans, blah, blah, blah. But they also seem to be opening the door that, okay, if they manage to work things out behind the scenes, they can still pull it off as a work. Do you think so?
That's always the case, right? Like that's always been the case. But you notice they've been quote unquote burying them. This is like when Stone Cold walked home, took his ball and walked home all over again. You had Vince McMahon burying him, talking about, oh, we are here to entertain you, and if you don't come to work, blah blah blah, it's on you. You've disappointed the fans. Remember that whole shit back in the day?
Remember he actually got The Rock to cut a promo.
Oh yeah, exactly.
To get the F out. I mean, like The Rock,
So they've done
they're very big on protecting their company's reputation in that sense, lah.
Yeah, and they've done exactly that. They, obviously, like Michael Cole, when Corey Graves talks about how they were very unprofessional, blah blah blah. I'm like, that's Vince McMahon in his ear telling him to say these things.
Yeah. Again, when we talk about legacy thinking, I think Vince McMahon is a victim of that. Like he knows like, oh, how the old way works. It's effective, blah blah blah. Yes, certain aspects for sure. But if Sasha Banks and Naomi legit walked out and their issue was you're not making the tag team titles relevant, haven't they achieved their job? The fact that they walked out, they created so much buzz around the tag team titles.
Really? I first of all, okay, I would have to politely disagree with that. If anything,
you can disagree violently, bro.
Hey, fuck you, bro. That's not true, bro.
Hey, fuck you, lah.
Shadow and Div say might be the producer. How the producer treated them could be because down the chain is always like that. Middle management gets frustrated because upper management it fucks them, then they fuck the talent, and then talent's like, you can't do that to me. But at the end of the day, right? Like I actually agree with the WWE in that you can't just walk in, say we quit, and leave. Like you can't just do that. Like as much shit as I go through at work, we all go through at work. At the end of the day, you have to be professional about it and do your thing. And then after that, if really cannot make it, say, okay, you know what? This is not working out. We are going to relinquish the titles. We ask for our release. If they won't give the release, then okay, fine, walk out. But it feels like they did this big dramatic thing, and like for Sasha Banks, right? I think it's kind of okay because she has all these other things which she got because of the WWE.
WWE.
Let's not forget. Naomi is the one. Going back to why I think the very poor thing for Naomi is like, she doesn't have that clout. She doesn't have that like, oh, I'm a huge star. Like, I mean, she is a star at some level, but not at Sasha Banks' level, right?
Yeah. Again, Sasha Banks, I feel she a bit double-edged sword.
Yes.
She has the clout, but she also now has the reputation for a bit only walkout. You know, not happy a bit walkout. You know, so like there's a part of like the WWE management probably like fuck this girl cannot let her go you know, like probably some of them are like that. But when you talk about the management, I actually listened in on the Busted Open Radio podcast like this past week, and do you know who was on the show?
Who?
Road Dogg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Road Dogg is no longer in the WWE as a producer, but he was a producer, right?
Yep.
And he actually had like some mean things to say about them. Like he was technically siding with WWE, and I think he's looking at it from a producer's point of view. So he was defending the producers and saying that like, remember there was some report that one of the producers said like, fix your attitude.
Yep.
Something like that. So he basically echoed that sentiment and said that Sasha Banks and Naomi, they were being really unprofessional and disrespectful. No matter whatever the issue, the fact that they let it go up to that point is on them.
Yep. Yeah, no, I agree. Irvin says there's a whole team supporting the show, so they sabotage the producers, the marketing people. Yeah, exactly. It trickles down, right? So everything gets affected. So, but bringing back to it, Shadow says Naomi, she has the bloodline, so maybe she doesn't have to worry too much.
Yeah, but didn't you see some of the reports that apparently Sasha Banks unfollowed a whole bunch of people, including the Roman Reigns, like the Usos.
Yeah.
You know, so it's literally she's alienating herself from the rest as well.
All elite lah, let's go. Or she's just gonna do more Hollywood stuff. I mean, like I've said before, she's stayed away from WWE so many different times. Honestly, if she leaves one more time, I'm like, okay lah, whatever lah, you know.
She's done essentially. You know what she did? She's done a Cody, bro. Live for so many projects already,
Yeah. Hey, maybe she's like, hey, this Cody thing works. Let's try it out. I go to AEW for a bit, become their champion, then WWE will be forced to put me in the main event.
Bro, come on, bro. Like if AEW managed to get Sasha Banks, like that's like the biggest defection that they can get for their women's roster. It is so.
But you know what will happen, right? She'll go there and then she'll start jobbing.
No, she will go there, so much heat, so much momentum, and then 2 weeks later,
Dark Elevation, headlined by Sasha Banks.
Yeah, it's tough. Okay, but to put a bow on the whole situation, I feel like WWE will probably continue do the tag team tournament, blah blah blah. If they are smart, if they can mend the bridges, because this now is on to WWE, because I know they're gonna be very petty. They're gonna expect them to apologize, blah blah blah.
For sure.
So somebody needs to compromise on either side lah.
So it'll be Naomi lah. Naomi can say sorry for everybody, and then Sasha, save face. Naomi is like, okay lah, I still want the job here. My husband works here.
Yeah. If it was up to me, if they can mend the bridges, like they need to do like a summer of Punk. You know, at the end of the day, they return and they actually. They return unexpectedly lah, and then it's like a tag team champions fight to see who's the undisputed tag team. I mean, if they can do it lah.
So apparently they are going to do a tournament, tag team titles tournament. Obviously they haven't planned anything because this was all very sudden. Can you imagine if they mend fences before that, and then the wild card, Sasha Banks and Naomi, they come back?
Yes, yeah.
I love if that happens.
Yeah, but honestly, like bro, legit question. Is there enough women in the roster to form like a tournament for a tag team?
There are, it's just they don't give them enough time to do anything with it. Because let's be honest, if you have a situation where you have champions going back and forth on both shows, there are more than enough. What? They have.
Bro, bring up Toxic Attraction. Let's go.
Ooh, then NXT won't have. Actually, I don't care. I don't watch NXT anymore. Okay, one more WWE thing. Let's talk about the Bloodline holding all the titles except for the mid-card titles, of course. I know the marks are like, oh no, cry. But that's the whole point, right? Is to make them the most dominant faction. I actually enjoyed, for the first time in a long time, I enjoyed the hell out of SmackDown.
I know why, and I watched the entire show, so I understand.
We've talked about this before. It's that idea of there's one plot line, start, end, bookend the whole show, and everything sort of, yes, there's other stuff in between, but they weave it back and forth. So you had a bit of Riddle and RKO backstage promo. You had, the Usos. You had Sami Zayn wearing the freaking Bloodline shirt. So there were a few references, but it was always, the whole show was always about that very moment. Maybe
building up to the main event, right?
Yeah. Like, maybe the tag team titles aren't prestigious enough. That's why they saved this for SmackDown instead of a pay-per-view or premium live event. What do you think?
But that's on them. They didn't make it prestigious, because I feel like this match should have easily, main evented Backlash.
Yeah, or a lesser pay-per-view down the road.
Yeah. Unless maybe what they're doing or they're trying to do, and this is an early prediction for Hell in a Cell. Don't you think RK Bro and versus Usos in a tag team Hell in a Cell is pretty dope?
Yeah. Usos have done a Hell in a Cell before, haven't they? Against New Day. Yes,
they've done it against New Day. So I feel like if that is the payoff for this, then I'm fine. I'm fine with them making Backlash like a throwaway. But even Backlash as a throwaway was actually a good show.
Right.
Matches wise, right?
Okay, so then question, if they go into Hell in a Cell for the titles, are they going in for the unified titles, the undisputed titles, or are they going to split the like? What is so the interesting
win back?
Yeah. The interesting thing now is how are the titles going to be defended? Is it like a Becky Lynch situation where she lose one and then she still has the other, or are they going to package it as a whole? This is the undisputed championship, like Chris Jericho when he first won.
I prefer if honestly, right? I prefer if Usos retain the titles. They will challenge for the unified, but Usos still retain. And that leads to RK Bro breaking up. Because I feel like, maybe they don't break up, but you saw some of the rumors that Riddle and Randy is going to challenge for the world title next.
Oh, okay. So it makes sense, right? This lines up like potential opponents and credible opponents for Roman Reigns as well before Drew McIntyre.
Yeah. Because like my thinking is again, Roman Reigns kind of like squash the match, like threw the match out on SmackDown, right, and led them to the Usos to winning the titles. Imagine Roman Reigns interferes again in their Hell in a Cell rematch.
Right.
Then probably Riddle or Randy will be like, screw this guy, I'm going to challenge him for the title. So he basically go to the main boss.
Can you imagine if that happens, right? For example, we go with that route, and then at at Money in the Bank, we have this mega match where we have Riddle, Randy, Cody, Seth, Drew, like all these potential opponents, and that will make the Money in the Bank like very, very tasty, would it not?
Yeah, and the best part is they've actually built momentum behind these wrestlers. So when they go for the title, it's not going to be like a bunch of random people that they just put in. Everyone has a story going into it.
Everyone has a motivation to go after Roman Reigns. Ooh, I'm actually like, all of a sudden, just talking about it, I'm getting tingles. I'm like, okay, like Seth and Roman, built-in storyline. Shield, right? Makes sense. Cody, obviously on the rise. They want to push him there. Then you got Drew, you got Randy and Riddle. Bro, that's your that's your Money in the Bank main event.
Yeah, all settled already. And the best part is I feel like right now, the best thing that they did with RK Bro was pushing the tag team titles. Not only did they become so over as a team, they elevated the tag team scene. And I think if they were to break up, they're going to be bigger stars. Riddle is going to be a made star as a single star.
The problem is, though, you say that, right? And then it's like, have they really made the tag team scene, though? Because, like, after a while, like, you've seen every permutation on Raw already. Okay, Alpha Academy. Okay, Montez, the Street Profits. It's the same old.
But one thing you can't deny is RK Bro is now must-see television for Raw. Like, if I go Raw, I want to see whatever RK Bro does.
Yeah.
So you can't deny that to a certain extent, lah.
Bro, how are USA Network executives feeling right now? Is my question.
Oh man. Okay, first of all, the fact that they can let a lot of 420 references slide, right? I think they are kind of opening things up.
But that's just content. Now we're talking about the big money, like the big stars. You have no championships on Raw except for the US title. Who the hell is the US champ even?
Theory, brother.
Oh, Theory. Okay, you got Theory and you got Ricochet on the other side. Like, other than that, you have no championships. What the hell? USA Network is jumping up and down, bro.
That's why they've been asking, like, I think they are sort of like appeased by the fact that RK Bro is becoming such a big draw. But other than that, like you said, if they break up, what's gonna happen? Where are the rest of the stars?
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting times. I'm actually very excited to see what happens based off of this one. Like, so right now, actually, it's quite a good spot that they find themselves in, right? You have your like Destroyer faction with all the titles and all these upcoming people to challenge for it. So I'm like, okay, I see some potential as we lead into the next one. The next big one, of course, is SummerSlam, right?
Bro, we got 2 new tag teams on the rise, bro. Just about to start forming up.
Who?
Well, we have an alliance with former Bullet Club members. On one side.
Right.
We have the actual Judgment Day.
Yeah.
I think they if they're going to recruit another guy with Damian Priest, that's a tag team for you.
Imagine if Judgment Day challenges the Bloodline at like Survivor Series or something. So Judgment Day becomes the destroying, like all-encompassing faction on Raw, and Bloodline dominates SmackDown, and at some point they collide. Ooh.
And knowing Edge, they're not gonna fuck around with Edge's storyline. They're not gonna like make Judgment Day a jobber faction by the end of the year, So I actually have high hopes that Judgment Day will actually be the new like overarching story dominating Raw going forward.
I hope so. And the problem is now it's so Bloodline heavy. They have all the titles like Judgment Day. What are they gonna do? Okay lah, Judgment Day. Damian Priest, you win the US title, and then the next 3rd member or 4th member, you go and win the Intercontinental title from Ricochet.
Well, there's still a 24/7 title.
No, that doesn't count, bro. Then maybe Rhea can win the women's title.
Yeah, maybe. I love it, right? Every time we mention Damian Priest, right? Dave Royalty will appear.
Like, hey, thirsty lah, Dave, thirsty.
She's simping.
But okay, so that's basically the biggest talking point from the WWE, other than the Sasha Banks Naomi stuff.
Yeah, and of course, Stephanie taking time away. But I don't think it's anything big. I think she's just probably wanting to spend time with her family. So
hey, let her take leave lah, without it being a big story. Why can't she take leave?
Yeah, I wish when I was taking leave, people would announce it on the internet. Like, Farhan is taking 2 weeks leave. Yes.
Okay, so that's your WWE content. And we'll get to AEW in just a bit in terms of leading up to Double or Nothing, which is happening this weekend, actually.
Yes, this weekend.
Where I will be very busy at the Army Open House. Oh, boy.
Don't worry, your boy's got your back, bro. Don't worry.
Okay, we'll have to figure out the timings and everything because next Monday I'm actually working. So we might do the podcast on Tuesday. But we'll talk about that. We'll announce all that stuff on our Discord, on our socials. Don't worry about it.
In the meantime,
yes,
I think those people on the chat, those GrappleMax people have been waiting for a while. Let's dive right into it, bro.
That's right. Fight Club 3. Okay, I'm pulling up my notes. Very tough, doing notes and trying to watch the matches themselves and posting on social media. I feel like I missed half the action, bro.
Bro, I hope Tovakin had your back and helped you take social media videos, bro.
No, I basically took all the videos myself.
Ayo, so you really let him enjoy as such a good host.
Yes. So, okay, as we mentioned, right, the projector, brilliant venue. I hope they do more stuff there, actually.
I hope so.
Sam Smith. Sam C. Sam Smith, yeah.
Stay with me.
Oh, please let him know I called him Sam Smith. Okay, Sam C, please. He can be the Tony Khan. Bring people together.
Looks like Tony Khan already, bro.
Okay.
Tony Khan vibes already, bro.
I don't know about that. So, okay, we have the traditional GrappleMax. All the wrestlers come out and, line up in the mat. I missed that as well because of the pandemic. They can't have everybody stuck together a few months ago, right?
Yeah. Honestly, I think that, GrappleMax should really kind of diversify their shows. Do a few match shows, do a few ring shows. Don't you think so?
It's interesting that you said that because I feel like, and talking to Greg as well, they are experimenting on trying different things, expanding their content, as it were. So it's not all just about the, like great technical matches. Of course, you can always expect that from them, but also maybe a little, as Chris Jericho would put it, sports entertainment.
I mean, why not? why not? You know, they got the clout. You know, they got the fan support. I think we trust their philosophy as well. So why not?
I think so too. So, okay, kicking things off, and this was the weird thing because remember last episode, I was like, okay, the stuff that happens here not canon because this is like a separate show, Forbidden Door show, right? And then Greg was like, actually, can be considered canon. I'm like, oh, so they are, because the first thing I realized when Prabhu and Sean P came out, I'm like, from the streets. Wait, hold on. So like it literally said on the big Titantron, from the streets. Prabhu and Sean P coming out in like, you know, the floral shirts, the long button shirts, but showing off their chests. And they're from the streets.
They look good in that presentation, bro.
They did. But we are used to Prabhu being like the smiley, you know, like wearing the GrappleMax t-shirt. So I was like, what? Wait, hold on. Did we just see a repackage?
Okay, first of all, right, before all that, right, how does the Titantron like add to the effects? Like, how did it help to their presentation as wrestlers?
I mean, it's always interesting because the Titantron shows up first. You see a name or you see a graphic first, then they come out, right? So it sort of gives people like a, oh, and when you see from the streets, you immediately can kind of get an implication, okay, this is their character, if you had no idea. So they are street thugs, I guess. So
what, who was the one that designed it, do you know?
I'm not very sure. No. Oh,
Okay,
actually, no, I do know. I don't know if, you know, we should be saying who designed this and that lah. Huh? Keep kayfabe a bit. You know what I'm saying?
Kayfabe.
But shout out to the graphic designer. Anyway.
Okay, get it.
Prabhu and Sean P from the streets versus Jose. Is it Joses? Sorry, I autocorrect. I was like, where got one Jose one? Joses and Jordan. There we go. The double J's.
Double J security, right?
Yeah. So it was interesting to see Prabhu and Sean being the clear heels. Like, okay, Sean, like, I'm like, oh, he's quite natural at this. Remember Sean?
Remember Sean? Yeah,
Yes.
he did the debut match, right?
Yeah.
The previous time?
Yeah. So, and I remember distinctly saying this is not the first time he's done this, but, you know, GrappleMax is all about paying your dues and going through the levels. So it's good to see him in there working with Prabhu, actually.
Yeah.
Because this is kind of a different side of Prabhu. You know, instead of being the smiley teddy bear that we know him to be, he's out there being all heelish and flipping off the crowd and stuff like that. And he really played into it. I loved it. Because there was this spot, and I put this on my Insta story, where he was chopping the fella, Joses, poor Joses. And, like, you know, doing the chest slap and everything. And then the crowd was like, one more. And he was like, oh, fuck you all, I don't want to give you what you want. So it's like heel 101, right?
Yeah, typical heel.
So
Nice.
he's embracing his heelish side, as it were. Jordan, of course, on the other side, we all know and remember Jordan, the Oppa.
K-pop star, right?
Yeah, bringing the heat, girls go wild. I mean, it's right there. It's right there.
Wait. There are girls in the audience, I hope.
Walao, of course lah.
Okay,
of course.
Just checking.
My only thing was, okay, so what is the connection between Jordan and Joses? You know what I mean? Because the previous time we saw Joses, he was in like the singlet, wrestling singlet. So this time he also had sort of like a wrestling singlet. So I'm like, are you like the quieter best friend, or you like, you know, the handsome guy always has one good friend? Is that what
so
this is?
So you haven't really figured out their character yet, lah. What they bring to the table.
Yeah, I mean, but this, like we know, like, as far as GrappleMax is concerned, you have to go through the levels before you fully develop your character anyway.
Okay.
I think that maybe Joseph is in that transition where he's trying to find his character, and therefore he's like, okay, we try you with Jordan this time. Maybe next time we will try you with somebody else and see what clicks, what works.
And also, like, Joseph and Jordan is, like, I would say, one of the newer members of GrappleMax, because pre-pandemic, they weren't there yet, right? So, like, our familiarity with them is not as strong as probably somebody like Prabhu. So they will still have to do a bit more work to build a connection with the audience. But that's why they are there, right?
Yeah. And that's the whole point of events, like, to get in the reps and to see, like, you know, we talk about main event and the dark matches, is to see what works.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, I'm not gonna go too hard on that and be like, oh, who are you? What's your character? It's so unclear, because it is what it is, right?
So overall, who won?
Okay, so it was a fun match. There were a few moments of miscommunication, can tell. I mean, to you know, someone like myself, I've watched this a long time, but that's fine. Maybe it was a bit of nerves and whatnot. But Jordan, of course, you got to start off with a nice babyface win, right? The Oppa, his I don't know if it's his finisher, but he got him in, like, you know, he traps the arm like this.
Oh yeah, like chicken wing.
Like a chicken. No, he holds the arms back and then X kick to the head.
Oh.
It looked nice.
Wow.
It looked like a pretty badass finisher. I don't know if it's the right finisher for a high flyer like himself, but hey, it looked cool. So whatever.
Wait, so when he grabs them in that position, he flips him forward and to do the knee or what?
No, it's X kick, bro. Kick. So I show you because this is a live video.
Yes.
I can actually show you. So okay,
how you do it? How you do
imagine
it?
I'm the one receiving. So he stands behind me and he holds my arms like that.
Yeah. Then
And I'm sitting down. Oh my god, it's twerking.
this is Mister Young OnlyFans, bro.
So can you still see me?
Yes,
So-
I can still see you, bro.
So the guy's on the ground, right? And he has his arms held like that.
Yeah.
And then X kick lah.
Oh, so he kick from the back lah.
Yeah, back to the top of the head.
Sia lah, pain or what? Okay, I like that.
Yeah, it
Cool
looks
finisher.
cool. Raymond
And
says fatality.
pretty innovative because I don't think he's referencing any particular wrestler with that move, huh?
No, so yeah, I thought it was a cool finisher.
Okay, pretty
Oh,
dope. And
there you go.
he delivered that finisher on who? Prabhu or?
I can't remember
Sean.
actually. I didn't write that. I think it might have been Sean, but either way, it was a great way to start the night. Like it got everyone excited. The pretty boy got the win.
Okay, for you, right, seeing the crowd, like, could you tell it was like 100% wrestling crowd? Was there like a 50-50, a bit of new faces,
There were definitely new faces, like the people next to us, right? They were like, oh, like what's going on? I think one person was into it, but then they brought their like kid.
Plus
and then
one,
the cool thing is the evolution of them as a viewing audience. They got slowly more invested in the good guys and bad guys, which is like, okay,
Nice.
that means they're doing their job, right?
Okay, got it. So that means at the beginning, some of them have no idea what to expect. It was they had to win them over like match by match.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have to understand too, this is also an arts thing where, it's the projector. They probably have some people who are there, maybe because they are friends of Sam C, who is a comedian. He's in that scene,
Yep.
right? And talking about comedians, I totally forgot. So when we started the event, the whole storyline was that an IMDA officer had to come in and make sure everything was okay. This is Singapore. Make sure everything was up to par, right, in terms of content. And then they freaking played Majula Singapura. And then, who comes out?
Who?
Rishi. Yeah, as in the comedian, Rishi Budrani.
Yeah, Rishi Budrani, yeah.
Funny guy, but he comes out wearing a blue shirt. I'm like, is he trying to be Pritam Singh?
Wait. So the IMDA officer is somebody else.
It's Rishi lah.
Oh, so Rishi was playing the IMDA. Okay, got it.
Yeah. So he comes in and then he cuts this promo about how after he kena hantam in parliament, now he joined the PAP. And then he instant boost, bro. Instant heat.
Okay, cool.
Joining the PAP apparently to this crowd is instant heel heat. Okay.
So, so basically, opposition crowd lah.
yeah, kind of. So it was fun. I think he worked the crowd as well. And I'm not sure if this was the first time he's working a wrestling crowd. But us wrestling fans, we love to we will boo, we will be vocal, we will shout.
Yeah.
And
how well do you know him before this?
Not really. I feel like I might have interviewed him once, but that's about it.
So do you know beforehand that he was actually into wrestling?
Oh no, I don't know if he's into wrestling or not. No, I don't know. But
so
I know who
quite
he is lah.
Yeah. Because I did see him post on social media that he actually he said some complimentary things about wrestling and that he was very happy to be part of a wrestling show for the first time.
Okay. So maybe he's not that sort of into the community like we are. But then he appreciated, the event and
closet fan, probably watch on his own time and probably the comedian connection.
Yeah, and also to him, I'm sure it's a lot of improv as well. There's a lot of a wrestling show, as we know, and a stand-up comedy show. There are a lot of similarities. You are, coming up with things on the fly. You are reacting to what the crowd likes, what the crowd doesn't like, and you are changing your content on the fly. So I think he appreciates it from that art point of view.
Yeah, okay. So tell me more about his performance, bro.
So, that's what the 2 cinema seats were there for. He sat down to watch the event to make sure everything. So, I will say that his interaction was before and at the end, and it wasn't like too much. Like he wasn't disturbing every match, which is good.
Okay, got it. So he was like almost like a master of ceremonies in a way.
No, Sam C was the master. He was the host. Sam C was the host. He was just there as an authority figure, but not obnoxious enough that he would be involved in every match. He was only involved in key moments, which was fine. I thought the pacing was great.
Okay, great. So Sam C welcomed everyone.
Yeah.
But this IMDA guy, so-called character, he kind of like was like a teaser.
Yeah, okay, imagine him as a commissioner and Sam C is the host.
Got it.
Yeah, so Sam C basically did the Sean Rick role, where you were very familiar with Sean Rick coming in, warming everybody out, that kind of thing, right?
Of course.
So there you go.
Sean Rick was there.
Yeah, Sean Rick hung out as well. Yeah, he was there.
But he was a fan or like an audience member for the show lah.
Yes, yeah, and of course he was helping out backstage and stuff like that lah. So okay, anyway, all that aside, that we framed that up nicely for you. Let's move on to the next match, which is Crypto Bro versus Wonder Boy. So immediately you have the Malaysia versus Singapore set up, which is perfect. Like Wonder Boy comes out, and this is a joke or a heel tactic as old as time when it comes to Malaysia versus Singapore. The first thing he does, he eats chewing gum. And then he, ultimate heel move, he take the rapper and drop on the floor.
Oh, he littering.
So he healed it up, and you know what they say, as if you have a really good strong heel, the face doesn't really need to do much, because people just want the heel to get his ass kicked.
So I'm guessing Lady Killer, formerly known as Lady Killer, he's the one playing the de facto face, even though his character is supposed to be like this arrogant, confident guy, right?
See, but he's kind of moved on from that, so he's like more flashy. He has like the flashier moves, right?
Yes, of course.
More like quote unquote cruiser moves. So yeah, he's now the Crypto Bro.
I like how you posted on IG story, bro. He said crypto might be going down now, but he's still doing well.
He's still winning fans. No, he actually said that live. Like, hey, I can't remember what he said, but he's like, hey, not doing well, or something about that. He referenced the fact that the crypto market is in the shit right now.
Yeah. Got it. Hey, what's up, Zan Hassan? Hi, bro.
Yeah. We're talking about Fight Club 3, courtesy of Mr. Sam C, as well as GrappleMax, putting together an amazing show. Okay, so, and I apologize, I did not catch the name of Wonder Boy's lackey character. Okay, super tall guy, and this is like your classic, like he keeps interfering in the match, and then until finally the ref can't take it anymore, and you're out, and then crowd pop. So that one always works because he getting involved.
Shout out to the referee, right? Is it who's the referee? Is it the Malay guy?
Yes.
Can't remember his name.
Oh my god, I apologize. I'm drawing a blank right now. Sufyan?
Yeah. Sufyan? Yeah, it could be Sufyan. I know. I think it's Sufyan. I think it's Sufyan.
Yeah, I think so too. Anyway, put us on the spot. Alamak. Now he's gonna message us. Sad, bro. Why you don't remember me, bro?
Don't worry. The chat will correct us.
Trickster says the guy is Miles. Okay, Miles was the bad guy.
Miles Karul. Hey, prodigal geek. Yeah.
There you go. So there you go. Classic heel stuff from Wonder Boy. Enjoyed the hell of it. LK, I keep wanting to say Lady Killer. Crypto Bro, did what he had to do to bring the face energy up. There you go, Sufyan. Yes, referee Sufyan.
Yeah,
I was right. Then Lady Killer hits the rock bottom spear. Quite a quick finish. And bro, and this is a funny thing, right? Like for those of you who have followed us for a very long time, you'll know the story of this. But when he hit the spear, I had flashbacks, bro. I was triggered, bro. I was like, oh shit.
Did everyone look at you or not? They're like, no. Mister Young.
No, like at least this fella know how to take a proper spear, not like you, Mister Young.
Yeah. Okay, but from what I'm seeing or from what I'm hearing, the level of proficiency as a wrestling contest, like it was like of a higher level, right?
Yeah, I mean that's what you expect from a Crypto Bro, Wonder Boy, people like that.
And was it like a very quick pace match? Because it like finished very fast or what?
So yeah, so it was, the start of it was a lot of character work. So once you establish the character work, you pile all the heat on the heel, then you can after that have a pacey match sort of. I wasn't looking at my clock, which is a testament to their work, right? If you're not paying attention to how long a match is, that means they're doing their job.
I find it very interesting. It seems like GrappleMax strategy was to cater to so-called more of a mainstream non-wrestling audience because they seem to be focusing a lot of character. Don't you think so?
Yes, and I wonder if this is because of if this is a collaboration with Sam C, but also like what Greg talked to me about. He was like, they are looking to quote unquote diversify that. Yes, maybe have a little bit more storylines based social media, not social media. What the hell am I talking about? Sports entertainment stuff.
Okay.
Why?
I got an idea, bro.
You got idea? Can we tell everybody, or this is a
Kick. No, this is just throwing it out there to see the reaction, bro. A kick to the gut wrestling card.
What the hell? Hey, you got the money and the venue or not first?
Hey, bro, all that don't worry, bro. I got my loan shark scan. No problem. No, but I think the fact that Sam C working with them has opened so many doors. I feel like that's what GrappleMax is all about. They're big on collaboration. They're very open-minded when it comes to working whoever that is really will benefit the wrestling scene.
Yep.
And and that's how we actually even became friends with all of them in the first place. Because when we started this podcast, like Greg, I remember Greg, Lady Killer, they were one of the first few people who actually DM us and say, hey, anyway, we can support you guys and all that. It would be great. So like, I feel that's their modus operandi, collaboration.
Speaking of collaboration, it was interesting because there were a lot of familiar faces from the wrestling community there. I saw the Eurasian Dragon. I talked to him for a little bit. Yeah,
okay.
He was there. We obviously will be talking to him soon about Ring of Rebirth, right? And what that's all about. I chatted with Mighty. He was there. Trickster. Wait, was Trickster there? I feel like I didn't.
Bro, you better make sure you know whether Trickster is there. He's in the chat, bro.
I know. That's like no. I know I didn't talk to you, but I can't remember if I saw you there, Trickster. Please let me know. And a lot of other people from all the other promotions as well. I had a little conversation with our old friend, the good doctor.
Oh, Dr. Go was there. Huh?
Yes, he was there as well. So I was like, okay, this is truly a Forbidden Door multiverse event.
Yeah, no, I like it. I think it's because wrestling shows are starting up again. I think everyone's coming together to be more supportive of each other.
I'm gonna bug Sam C about this. Hey, next event when, bro? And maybe one day, who knows, we get a proper Forbidden Door promotion versus promotion match. I think there is an appetite for that, for sure.
I feel like we are getting as closer to it than ever before. Yeah, I feel so.
Okay, shall we continue?
Yes, we shall. He said physically, Trickster was not there.
Okay, his spirit was there. Ken, I felt your spirit, bro. Felt it very strong. Inglorious versus Sean and YC. Okay. This was a lot of fun because I didn't even realize this match was like 20 minutes.
Really? Wow.
But like I said, testament to the fact that it was so much fun. There was a lot of back and forth. I mean, it is to be expected because you have Gregory, you have Hotshot, and you have YC and Sean, right? YC and Sean would be considered like the newer ones.
Yeah. Haven't we seen this match before? Didn't they book the exact same match from the previous show?
Might be a different combination. I don't know if Sean was in that match.
Also, I remember it was Greg and Hotshot
versus,
and then was it YC? Yeah, YC, right?
YC was definitely there. So they've had, or maybe they just used to working together. So okay, put them together for a match.
Yeah, maybe they're doing a run of matches together, a series of matches. Yeah.
So yeah, you can always count on Greg to bring the technical excellence, and you can tell it's rubbing off on Wilson, and Wilson has, I feel like, even more heel sort of tendencies than Greg. Like he's the younger one, so he does the cocky, like, I'm full of myself, I know I'm good shit, and it shows. He's exuding it, and when we talk about people playing their roles versus being their roles, it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, I think it's quite clear. Every time we talk on the podcast, you always call him like the Randy Orton of GrappleMax. But I feel like we need to update that reference a bit more, bro.
Okay.
I think he's like the Austin Theory of GrappleMax, bro.
Right. Oh, I did notice something. The crawling to the side of the mat to break a submission spot.
Yeah.
Or like you crawling in for a hard tag, right? I feel like maybe it doesn't work so well in a mat that small because it's like I feel like you just need to take one step can touch really. So okay, the idea of reaching out to grab a rope or to tag is that you're so far away, like you have to fight, right? But when the mat is so small, they're like, it's right there, bro. It's
yeah. No, but do they do rope breaks on the mat? Like there's no ropes to break, what?
So there's a red tape on the side of the mat. So you touch
okay.
You know what I mean?
Cool.
I mean, but that aside, that's just me being nitpicky, you know.
Yeah, no, the most important thing, did anybody do a ring rope spot or not, bro? Like how I did last time.
Oh no, there was not really a ring rope spot. So
yeah, so people try to whip you into the crowd. None of that.
Either that, I was looking at my phone and I might have missed it lah.
Okay.
But yeah, that aside, okay, they had a spot where they had the stereo submissions for Inglorious, so they both had the two baby faces in the submissions. That was a pretty cool spot. But then there was the whole reaching for the ropes thing. I posted on our stories as well the spot where they cleared the theater seats.
Yeah.
And then YC did his cannonball into the theater seats. Kudos to them for thinking of that spot because that's his thing, right? He does a cannonball.
I saw that. So they actually make them sit on one of the chairs, right?
Yeah. So they beat down Inglorious, put them in the theater seats, and then YC could do his cannonball. I was like, okay, shit. They tweaked it because they had no ring ropes, no corner.
That was pretty violent, bro. I must say.
It was. But you see, it wasn't too crazy. Like, you know the shit I always go on about with AEW. Like, every match got table, every match got chair. Like, this is like one out of the past couple of matches. So I was like, okay, I can take that. It's not overkill, right?
Okay.
Cool. The overkill is in the next match.
Okay, I hear you, bro. But first of all, was this match technically no disqualification or just like a normal straight up tag team match?
It's a straight up tag team match. So I guess the disqualifications are on the table, but let's face it, they wouldn't rob the crowd like that.
Using the environment technically was never a disqualification, bro.
Yeah, exactly, right? I will say this. I can't stand the forearms. I still will say...
They do forearms.
No, this wasn't the back and forth forearms. I can't remember who it was. Somebody did like a bunch of forearms. It doesn't visually work for me. Especially at that close range as well. I was like, ooh, no, I'm not a big fan of this.
I mean, again, GrappleMax is quite influenced by Japanese wrestling, which is a norm. You know, me, personally... I'm more of an uppercut and chop guy.
Yeah, sure.
You want to do multiple chops, can. It lights up the audience. It has a visceral sound.
Yes.
So that's something. And uppercut, I've always thought the way Randy Orton does it, Cesaro does it, like it's pretty... I don't know, visually it looks like you can keep your opponent safe, but it looks like it hurts as well.
Yes, 100% agree to all that. Okay, the ref took a bump. He got knocked out when somebody was doing that airplane spin. So you know what's going to happen here already. Inglorious heel shenanigans, low blow, boom. This is a pretty nice ending sequence. So if I can describe it for you, Greg hits his finisher, the double unhook facebuster.
Yes, he does.
Hits that. I can't remember who it was he hit it on, Sean or YC, but whoever it was, instead of going flat down, he's like on all fours, like almost as a ramp. And then, so the other guy tries to come in for the save, but out of nowhere, Wilson jumps off the back, hits the RKO, boom. Beautiful sequence to finish the match.
I saw the slow-mo. Somebody captured it on slow-mo.
Yeah.
Oh, it was really well done. And actually it looked badass, like a jumping RKO, right?
Yeah. So it's like you build. It was like the cherry on top. It's like, shit, what a finisher palm. And that was a great way to end the match, right? And then, interestingly enough, and I understand why they did this, they went to intermission after this match. I was like, okay, it could have continued. It's not that big a cut, right? But they went to intermission. The intermission is essentially what Lights Off, Lights On was for AEW.
Okay, what happened then?
Because the next match is an unsanctioned match. No DQ.
Oh, okay. So, but the intermission was like a quick one lah. Like, okay, we're gonna take a quick break.
No, so like people can go out, buy drinks, get food. I got fries. And that will come into play later.
Wait. There's a food booth outside lah.
Yeah. There's a food booth outside. Yes.
All right.
So,
okay. Dope.
Raymond says, I guess you can say it was poetry in motion. Hey! Okay, so now you come back and it's your main event. And I actually appreciated this because this is, I don't know who booked that to happen, but I'm like, okay, this is obviously like the whole reset. Like that was the co-main event. So that was the main event. Now here comes the, I don't want to say garbage match, but it was portion.
Literally, is it?
Yeah, because the last match was all like character work, shenanigans. So if you're into that, you're into that. But it didn't interfere with the technical wrestling from the previous, like from the actual card itself.
Wait, I got a question. So isn't this the so-called Forbidden Door match involving all three people from the different promotions?
Yes, it was.
Wait, I got something to say. So,
Okay.
right, I feel like this works if GrappleMax still remains true to their philosophy of like, you know, proper wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
But then if they want to do like so-called the garbage stuff, they consider it like an unsanctioned match. Like it's not a GrappleMax card kind of thing.
No, well, that's my point. The first 3 matches were the proper GrappleMax card. That's why they had the intermission in between to signify that, okay, the last match, that one not really considered GrappleMax, but it's here because, you know, we want to put on a show. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the intermission was there. This is akin to, like I mentioned, the whole concept of lights off, lights on. Okay, the show has ended.
Yeah,
Now,
I like it. I like it because I think my biggest fear was if GrappleMax tries to, like you said, go too much into sports entertainment or does all this crazy stuff, I feel like they will lose what make GrappleMax unique to me in the first place, you know?
Well, okay, the good news here is I felt that because the rest of the card didn't feature any like, you know, tables and gimmicks and shit like that, when you finally had a match like this, it's like, okay lah, I mean, I'm okay with it because this is not like, you know, on TV. This works when you're there live and it's like, oh, you're just having a good time, having drinks, that kind of stuff. It doesn't work when it's, you know, on your regular TV show and every match involves trash.
Like because
stuff.
you know, like if people think like wrestling is hokey, then they watch this and they're like, okay.
Well, I mean, it is what it is, right? So
how was the crowd reaction to this match?
Oh, they enjoyed it. Like I said, this works when you're there live because you're there to experience it. It's not like something because they've already sucked you in from the first 3 matches. This is wrestling. This is the entertainment that I'm here for. Now they take it to the next level. Versus if you're on TV and then someone could just be tuning in. What the hell is this shit? You know?
Okay. So for those who weren't there, so the match was a triple threat, right?
Yes. So it was John Day, Straight Sauce, versus Cornelius Lowe from, he's a MyPW champion, I believe, versus the Butcher Man, the Singapore champion from SPW. So,
awesome. So, just to be clear, Cornelius Lowe is a masked wrestler.
Yes, he's the masked wrestler of the group.
Okay, cool.
With the English, very posh accent, you know, he's a proper heel.
Hey, is it?
Yes. So they started off with John and Butcherman. So I was like, oh, okay, interesting. Then they did this whole gimmick where Cornelius was late because his bus from Malaysia broke down. So that was a whole.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was super sports entertainment stuff lah.
Wait, is this the first time John and Butcherman has ever shared a ring, bro? In our time knowing them.
I feel like it is. Maybe they've had practice matches, I don't know. But I feel like this is the first time we've seen them in public wrestling.
Bro, Forbidden Door moment, huh?
Yeah. Bro, they kissed at one moment. I was like, what's going on, huh?
They kiss?
Yeah, I think I might have been looking at my phone and I missed the moment. But what led up to the romance? Please, somebody who was there, let me know.
Butcherman, your wife, she hope she never see what's going on.
It's from sports entertainment, bro. It's fine. It's for entertainment's sake.
Okay, if I tell my girlfriend for sports entertainment sake I kiss another girl, she will slap my face, please.
But if you have to kiss me, then how?
Oh, if
for sports entertainment.
Where I ask my girlfriend, hey, if I kiss Mister Young for sports entertainment, you allow or not? Can okay, she say yes. She say yes.
All right, bro. If we find the angle good enough, we'll make it work, bro.
Yeah, we'll make it work and we'll make out. Let's go.
No tongue, bro. No tongue. Just peck. Okay.
No tongue.
Respectful.
I ask your wife lah. If she allow, then maybe.
Okay, this conversation has completely gone off the rails. Let's come back.
Trickster said she was there live. Butcherman's wife was there live.
Yeah, she was. Yes, she was.
Okay, cool.
So it obviously was, vetted and okayed by the wifey.
Yeah, vetted.
So like I said, it was a comedy start to the whole. It felt like it was a lot of comedy in between spots.
Got it.
which is, you know, for what it was, that was fine, right?
For you, your personal taste, how do you feel about that?
Personally, look, I was actually quite okay with it because I was there live. You, like I said, you're in the moment. I think this would not work on TV. This would definitely not work to a foreign crowd. Not talking about you, but because there are a lot of Singapore references. You know what I mean?
Okay, got it.
Yeah, add a kiss as a Patreon only special. No, bro. That one is OnlyFans already. Okay, if you're paying us to do physical acts, that's OnlyFans.
Hey, Avin, you show up, you put money on the table, then we talk.
don't promote this shit, bro. Okay, because people will do it, man. Okay, people will do. So okay, there's this funny exam paper spot. I posted it on my Insta stories where you know John has his I forget what it's called, his finisher, where he has it's like a reverse figure four.
Oh, is it like an Indian deathlock?
Yes, the Indian deathlock. Yes, on the ground with Cornelius, and then Cornelius and then Butcherman grabs this big thick thing, and he's like, you know, a stack of PSLE papers, past exams. He's like going to whack him, like gonna whack him, and then question 1, and he's. So it was like a funny moment, you know.
I think I saw that. Saw those IG stories here. Yeah.
Look. Normally, if I see something like that online, when it comes to like, you know, like CZW shit, I'd be rolling my eyes, right?
Yeah.
But like I said, in the moment while you're there, it works for the crowd. It doesn't work on TV. It works here.
So the crowd popped lah when he did it.
Yeah, because it's funny. Right? It's like question 1, and he asks him, "What's the past tense of happen?" Then he goes to Cornelius. Question 2, if so and so had 50 apples, and then he gave him the really hard math questions. Those ridiculous math questions.
Wait, I saw him taking like sniping the specs out of the referee.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. So
tell me, how did he actually wrap up the spot and continue the match?
Wrap up the spot.
Like, how did he finish that funny sequence and he went back to fight?
He gave Cornelius a paper cut. He took the paper like
and those shit hurt, man. That's legit. I mean, that would legit. I hate paper cuts, but yeah.
Irvin says Cornelius felt the weight of the Singapore education system. LOL. Okay.
Okay, bro. I love that. That was a great line.
Lots of back and forth. Like I said, this was more of a hardcore match style. Yep. You know, Rishi got knocked out at some point also, so he got involved, right? They fought all the way to our booth, no?
Oh really? Did they fight in front of you?
Yes. I think Butcherman smashed John's head into the table, and bro, my Coke dropped. It spilled my Coke. And then the worst, you know what's worse? Butcherman grabbed a handful of my fries and ate my fries.
Hey, never asked for a refund.
Butcherman, you and I have some beef, okay, over a handful of fries. I'm gonna come look for you. You owe me some fries, bro.
No, you know for a fact, bro. They planned that spot. They like, Mister Young sit there, right? You go do your hit spot right there.
Basket, no. I was enjoying those fries. Anyway, no, I'm kidding. It was fun. And always, when you have wrestlers interacting with the crowd, that's always great for the crowd, right? So, yeah, it was an awesome moment.
I saw the Rishi Budrani, he took like a, was it like a stunner or RKO from John Day? That was the spot, right?
I was looking at my phone writing notes, unfortunately. So I missed it. I'm so upset.
I saw that.
Okay, there you go. So I have a plane flying by. I don't know if you guys can hear. Hey, I swear, I am on the route or some freaking route, you know, maybe for the NDP or what, but every day, low flying aircraft is damn loud.
Recently. Yeah. Okay, so Tristan said, yes, Mister Young versus the Butcherman, bro.
Mr. Young versus the Butcherman, packet of fries on the line.
Oh my gosh! You better not hang me from a cage. I don't get involved in your beef.
Foreign in, no, throw Foreign in for moral support. You can take his finisher. Oh, speaking of finisher, so this is how it wrapped up. Cornelius took his. Wait, is that Butcherman's actual finisher?
No. I know he does something else.
He does something else, right? Yeah. No, it is. He does the Wasteland by Wade Barrett.
He does the Wasteland?
Yeah, it's the one.
I do the Wasteland, Mr. Young.
You do what Wasteland?
Bro, Bro, that was the only badass move that I did during my debut match, bro.
Oh, I thought your finisher was the.
Clearly, you have a very fuzzy memory of the match from the spear. I don't blame you.
I do. Irvin says, please clarify that your Coke was Coca-Cola and not cocaine. It was Coca-Cola. Thank you very much.
Okay, Prabhu says Daybreak.
Okay.
That's the name.
Of what? Of whose finisher? Of
the Butcherman's finisher.
Okay, so Butcherman slam. I've seen. You've seen the video, right? It was one of his old finishers. Okay, there you go. He basically put Cornelius through a table.
I did see, and the table looked like legit rough, bro. It's like it's not those collapsible type,
Yeah, it's not the like the WWE table is basically a plywood board with some metal struts and thrusts, right? This one, correct. It had a metal like frame. So he had to put him through. If not, he's gonna catch the metal frame somewhere on his body.
Wow, that's tough, man.
And he put him through the wooden part, through the metal frame. I'm like, wow, brilliant. And
respect.
I should have taken a picture with the metal frame because it was there in the middle of the mat at the end of the show. Everyone walking around taking pictures with it. Like,
oh my god. It looked dope. Probably seeing it live must have been like super terrifying, man. It looked like it hurt, man.
Yeah.
So respect to Cornelius for taking that bump. Table got wrecked.
Oh yeah, it got wrecked 100%. So what a way to finish the night. I mean, I enjoyed the hell out of myself. I'm sure everyone did as well. The people next to me, like I said, I think they weren't like really diehard wrestling fans to begin with. Yep. And this younger girl actually, when they flashed like, GrappleMax's next shows, when is it happening, right? She took out her phone to take a photo, no? She was like they literally won her over from her knowing nothing to like, I want to go and see the next show. This is so much fun.
Okay, that is so dope. I mean, that's what it's all about, man. Like winning over fans, getting them to experience wrestling live. I think at the end of the day, the only way to create like this kind of fandom in Singapore is we really need to appropriate it for the culture, bro. Like we really need to make it like a very like even a Singaporean girl or somebody who doesn't know anything about wrestling, they can open it up like I get it, like it's fun, you know.
Yeah. There you go. Great job, everybody. I think there were probably a few hiccups here and there, but nothing that was so obvious that people realized.
Probably a lot of wrestlers weren't available, but I would have really loved to see a character like Showtime on the show.
Oh, right, yeah, or DJ Cal. But GrappleMax, they are doing a tournament very soon, the Gold Standard Tournament.
Yeah, tell me what's that all about, because that was like the next few shows, right? Yeah. They had like Gold Standard 1, Gold Standard 2.
Well, I mean, they will tell us more when the time comes up, but it is going to be a tournament akin to, remember the Marina Bay Slam tournament? Yeah, nice. And it's going to be interesting. Will DJ Kyle come back to defend his tournament status, tournament champion status, or what's going on? I mean, exciting times because local wrestling is back in a big way. Kudos to Sam C, to GrappleMax, everybody for putting together a fantastic show.
So the Gold Standard match or show, are you going to have it subsequently back at GrappleMax at their Tampines?
Yes, I believe so. So they are working on sort of rejigging the place to make it more conducive for big shows like that. I think after this projector venue, I think the gears are turning. They're like, oh, okay, we can try this. And because the response was good, right? I think they are looking to maybe, like I mentioned, just coming back to what I said earlier, my conversation with Greg, they are looking to diversify the types of wrestling that they do. So yes, you will have the technical stuff, but once in a while you throw in a bit of comedy. Irvin says, you are right, Foreign. I brought a girl to her first event ever and she liked it because of the comedy.
Nice. Okay, so again, you never know what kind of wrestling attracts what kind of viewer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a give and take, because if you try this stuff, like I said, on TV, it's going to look hokey. It's going to look like, what the hell is this? But when you're there live, it's fine. I think it works.
That is why there's always a spot on wrestling for like Johnny Knoxville and that kind of garbage type of match. Like even though it's dumb, wrestling fans will probably look down on it, which is such an ironic thing to say. Wrestling fans look down on something, but it might appeal to a girl like Irvin's, +1. She will probably like, oh yeah, this is dumb, but I get it and I can laugh at it.
Right. Okay. That being said, I look forward to their next event. Let's talk more about local wrestling before we Piang. We are an hour plus in. We haven't even started on our previews yet. Okay, let's go, bro. Let's go. Let's truck along.
Power through.
Let's go. SPW is back on Friday. They're running their homecoming event. I don't know if there are still tickets available. You can always go and slide into their DMs on their Instagram page.
Before that, I'm happy to announce, like you said, Foreign is tagging in. So the GrappleMax show was really represented by Mister Young last week. So this coming week, I'll be here. I'll be there for the show this Friday, and I'll be bringing a +1.
Ooh.
So the +1 is up for grabs since Mister Young is not there. So again, fastest fingers first. Please, whoever wants to get the extra +1 and like be my guest this Friday, join our Discord.
Yes, go into Discord, slide into Foreign's, slide your finger into, fastest finger into finger Foreign. Hey, shit. This all sounds wrong, bro.
What slide finger for what's going on, bro? I don't have a mangina. What's going on?
You talk about fastest finger, so then the finger and then slide in and then be the first. I don't know, bro. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Okay, Mr. Young, you just need some finger food right now. That's what you need.
yes, I do.
Okay, anyway, yeah. So slide into our Discord. I will give you more information over there.
There you go. Okay, it's sold out from the website apparently. General tickets are available through DMs. So yes, if you want to go check out SPW, either you slide into Foreign's DMs or you slide into the wrestlers' DMs. Mr. Young, preparing for OnlyFans. You know it, bro.
40-year-old OnlyFans. Got the demographic, bro. Don't worry.
Fuck. All right, call me daddy. Let's move on. Okay, awkwardness aside. SPW Homecoming, let's go. We're just gonna run down the match card, okay?
Yep.
NYC and Alexis Lee. Interesting tag team. They've done stuff on their YouTube page before, so this is not like a new tag team. But NYC and Alexis Lee versus Paksa and Terry Diesel. Okay, they are from Thailand because this is a collab with Setup as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, cool. Wait, so Alexis Lee's the tag team partner is a girl, right? So it's
no, it's a boy. It's a boy. It's a guy.
It's a mixed tag match.
Yes. I think it might be a case of not enough female wrestlers, and Alexis Lee has been with SPW forever, so it's like she still wants a spot on the card, right?
Yeah. Remember we had there was this one girl that was quite up and coming, Teresa, right? I can't remember what's her name.
Drop one name, Selena, you mean? Teresa. Who is Teresa?
No, Celine is the one that was screaming a lot.
Yeah, okay. And then there was
this one like younger girl, like a baby face. I can't remember her. No, it's Teresa because she's on Instagram. Her name
is Teresa? Okay.
But I can't remember her wrestling name, bro.
Oh, okay. Oh, the former Blue Nova is NYC.
Ah, okay.
Okay, can somebody explain to me why is he NYC? Is he from New York?
Yeah, somebody need to give us a background on that.
Or is he like Nanyang College? Don't know where the NYC come from, but they're facing off in a championship match, no less, for the SPW Southeast Asia Tag Team Championship.
Ooh, pronounce Nick lah.
Oh, Nick! Wow,
Mr. Young is Nick.
Really?
Last time he was Sergeant Nick, remember?
Oh, hey, cannot. NYC, immediately you think New York City.
Yeah lah. I think they need to make it more obvious lah.
It's like you, bro, Foreign FRGN. People are like, for now it's Nick
FRGN.
He was inspired by you, bro.
Okay, Alexis Lee and NYC are the current SPW Southeast Asian Tag Team Champions.
Correct. And they're going to defend those belts against, titles, against Paksa and Terry Diesel. I have no idea who they are.
So I'm assuming the tag team titles can be mixed gender lah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Equality, bro. Equality. She's mixing it out with the guys.
Short for nyctophobia.
What? Hey Siri, what is nyctophobia?
No, don't. Okay, anything. Don't Google nympho.
Walao, what? They're different lah.
They're one different story already.
Okay, so thoughts about this match?
I I have no idea who are the setup girls. Or setup guy and girl. I'm assuming it's a boy.
No, two guys. They're facing two guys, bro.
Oh, two guys. Okay, shit. Okay. Well then, Alexis is badass.
Let's
Meeting
go.
up, guys. I think she's gonna be the China or the division, right?
Yeah. More like AJ Lee lah. Huh?
Yeah, actually. Okay, so no idea anything about the setup, guys. They look like a proper bunch of badass wrestlers.
Yep.
So I am excited to see how Alexis Lee is gonna fare, in this kind of matchup. So it'll be interesting. It's gonna be the opening match, right?
I don't know the match order lah, but Oh, nyctophobia is the fear of the dark. So he's scared of the dark lah. Is Nick, or is he the dark and he's bringing the fear? We need explanations.
Are you gonna tell me that's his gimmick?
He's afraid of the dark. Then you know how you beat him, you turn the lights off. He like and then pin 1, 2, 3.
I think it's his biggest fear.
Okay, let's move on then. Big T, formerly
Big
known
T.
as Mighty Mighty.
Oh yes.
Okay. Who has lost quite a bit of weight actually.
Really? Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm excited to see that in person live.
Yeah.
Yes.
So expect him to do a moonsault. Okay, I don't know about that. I'm just kidding. Big T versus Riz.
Okay, judging from Reese, he looks like he was trying to wear the Ultimate Warrior face paint, but then like not enough paint.
This is where you come for the in-depth analysis. And he got the MMA gloves on. Maybe he tried to do the face paint with the MMA gloves on, and you know how MMA gloves can be very restrictive? That's why he couldn't get all the paint on.
Maybe no, legit. I am actually curious. I don't think I've seen this guy. I don't think I've seen him perform. Or maybe he from previous gimmick renewed. I have no idea.
Is he from Setup? I also don't know.
No, he can't be from Setup, bro. Indian fella, bro, from Thailand.
Cannot. Why cannot?
Okay, I mean, if you say from an Indian promotion, I understand. Anyway, so basically this is an unknown quantity, right? Like unknown character. We have no idea who he is, what he does, what kind of move he's gonna give. But we know Big T.
Okay, yes, we know Big T, and we're gonna expect big things from Big T. See what I did there?
So,
okay,
I see what you did there.
I'm looking forward to your review, by the way, because right now we are sort of like right, so swimming around, just looking at the card, looking at their photos, trying to figure out something like what they're about. But I think once we watch them in action, it'll be so much easier.
Yeah. Well, just based on this, I'm going for Big T for the win, lah.
Okay, there you go, hometown boy, huh? Okay, Bryson and the Blade Trickster. Trickster is in the house. Tell us more about this tag team match versus Iman and Meta.
Iman the Kid.
Okay.
I'm hoping that's him, right?
Yeah. Who is Meta? Is Meta like Facebook? Why got Facebook, Instagram here?
The metaverse, huh?
Yeah, the metaverse.
I believe Meta is the masked wrestler, lah.
Yeah, he is the masked wrestler. Yes.
Yeah. So Blade Trickster. So I'm assuming Trickster has kind of updated his gimmick a bit, evolution of his character.
Sure.
But Bryson, bro, loving the hair, bro, giving me 2000s emo vibes.
Okay, there you go. Like we said, very in-depth analysis. Just judging people by their hair.
We have nothing to go on this other than their appearances, bro. So cut us some slack.
Okay, Trickster says not Iman the Kid lah. It's okay. We feel like a bit divorced from the product because it's been 2 years, right? But like any good event, I'm sure this will catch us up. So there you go.
Wait, literally Trickster's legit say Shivam is an Indian from Setup. Oh my god.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see? I told you. Walao.
Wow. Okay lah. Okay, I'm just too close-minded.
Oh my god. Wait, Trickster says it's Bryson Blade and Trickster. Okay, so then y'all have to talk to your the fellow who did the graphic, because there's a space between Bryson and Blade. The Blade and the Trickster are closer together. So I'm like, it looks like Bryson and Blade Trickster. Who did the graphic for this one? You go and scold him.
Hey, Trickster, I'm so sorry, bro, but literally the Blade and the Trickster look like two words. Blade Trickster, what's going on? Apologies to Bryson Blade, because clearly that is your name, but we call you just by your first name. We are not being a WWE. We're not trying to cut off your last name.
I will show you proof right now. What I have in front. Look, you see? The Bryson, Bryson and the Blade. Look at the space.
Ayo. Avin said this review needs to go on an end of year best of highlights.
Best of or worst of?
This is what happens, right? When you put two noobs who haven't watched 2 years of local wrestling and try to get them to preview a show.
That could be a thing actually. We go and look at match cards from foreign promotions we've never seen before and try to review actually.
Kid to the Gut reacts to a Lithuanian pro wrestling match card.
Yeah, having no idea who anybody is. Hey, that should be a thing. Let's go idea. Okay, let's move on then. This is gonna be a fun tag team match. I think we can always expect the Trickster to have tricks up his sleeve. Maybe this time he'll have a blade as well.
I think, you know what we should do for every match, right? We should show the image of the match card.
Okay.
Then we get the fans to also give their thoughts on the appearance of it.
Okay, sure. Move on then. Big Good Jack, BGJ. I love the guy, right? Like
Yeah,
we love him. But what is up with
wrestler.
this? What is up with this expression? He look a bit chikupe here, lah, bro. What the hell?
Bro, he look like he tried to punk side, but like a bit stuck like that, lah. Okay, but can somebody explain to me in the chat, like why did Big Good Jack stick with just his initials? Because we really like the name Big Good Jack.
I think it's an evolution. Like, you know how Hunter Hearst Helmsley, after a while that got a bit old, so it's like Triple H or Heartbreak
BGJ.
Kid, HBK,
Okay.
yeah, BGJ.
Oh.
As long as he doesn't drop the G, then it's
Okay,
not a
got
problem. Because if he
Trickster-
dropped the G, then it's what's going on?
Yeah, that's true. Wait, Trickster says, fun fact, the show falls on his birthday.
Oh shit! Happy birthday, bro!
Yeah, happy advance birthday, bro. I'll come and say hi. I'll throw you some fries, lah. You can
fuck?
take mine, lah.
Oh my god! So okay, Big Good Jack. If he turns heel, then he will be BBJ.
As long as you don't BJ already.
I mean, if that's what you're into, what else, right? But anyway, we're not going to judge. BGJ versus Sultan Singh. Okay, is Sultan Singh a new guy? I've never seen him before. Or is he from Setup as well?
She looks like he's from a different promotion. But, right, I can't tell whether he's an Indian guy or he's an Ang Mo.
Oh, for crying
Very
out
hard
loud.
to see.
Why
Very hard
you-
to see. But
His
I mean,
name
if
is
it's a
Singh. Hello.
but he looks like an Ang Mo a bit. So if he's an Ang Mo calling himself Sultan Singh, could it be like a in-depth layered characterization? I don't know.
So anyway, this looks like a horse match, and from the past horse matches that we've seen from BGJ, I think this is gonna be a fun one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sultan Singh looks like a powerhouse. Race undefined, but he looks like he can kick ass.
I don't know why that's a thing, but okay. Let's move on. This looks like a setup pro wrestling match, like both wrestlers from setup.
So yeah.
This is a championship match, AWGC Junior Heavyweight Championship and the Setup Championship. So what? Title for title, is it?
I believe so. So this is the Shivam that I believe Trickster was talking about. Clearly my phone is not.
There's too much
focusing.
reflection. I'll show you. I'll show you. Mine clearer.
You show yours.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Now Shivam does look like an Indian in setup. But who the hell is Jonathan Johnson?
I don't know, but he looked very emo. He looks like he could be the third Hardy Boy.
Bro, he looked like Robert Pattinson in the Batman.
Okay, so
because if he comes out to Nirvana, I'm all in.
Okay.
I'm all in for it.
He looks very emo. So yeah, that's what we got. Jonathan versus Shivam.
I might think that Shivan's gonna be a pretty athletic. Like both of them look like pretty athletic wrestlers, judging based on appearance. So I'm assuming this match could be a high flying match or really good technical match. So I'm hoping that they bring the level of proficiency.
Well, I mean, Shivam is a double champ according to Trickster. So this is going to be for the 2 titles.
Oh, okay,
Big stakes, bro. Big stakes. Okay, let's move on to a match that at least, okay, we know these 2 guys. We won't be making snap judgments anymore. All right, here we go. Championship match, the SPW Southeast Asian Championship. It's, the statement, Andrew Tang versus Aiden Rex.
Okay. Again, we've seen both of them in action. Clearly, Andrew Tang, statement, best-known wrestler, highest profile wrestler.
Standard bearer lah, basically, in SPW at this point.
SPW. Aiden Rex, we've always talked about him being one of the biggest up-and-coming rising stars. He was always a great amateur wrestler as well. And I'm happy to see him in this spot. So because when we were watching him, he was like still up and coming.
Yeah. Is this his first sort of title match? Because, okay, remember before the pandemic, he was sort of in the mix already with this guy, I don't know if you heard of him before, Trexus. He was in the mix, right? He was starting like a feud, and then, don't know what happened to Trexus. He like disappeared. Funnily enough, there's this guy over in NXT that looks really similar to Trexus. I don't know if you've heard him. It's called Dante Chen. Maybe they are brothers.
Yeah.
It's like Elias and Ezekiel. Dante and Trexus are brothers, must be.
A bit.
They look like
But I believe this Aiden Rex he might be the next big hope SPW. Because like he got the skill set,
Yeah.
He technically like he's one of the best wrestlers that they have there.
Yeah.
Young enough to grow in and be groomed into like one of their big faces, top faces.
Yep.
And again, like SPW now is kind of like in a NXT 2.0 mode, They are reinventing themselves, they're regenerating, pumping in new talent. So very interested to see like the new SPW as it is.
Okay, but I have the real hard-hitting, most important question of all about Aiden Rex. And maybe you know the answer. Is Aiden Rex the brother of Tyrannosaurus Rex?
Bro, I thought you said hard hitting, bro.
He was the former Singapore champion. Did you know that? Yeah.
Yes, he was. He was the former Singapore. I didn't know whether T-Rex won any titles.
They were a tag team. They should be a tag team. T and Aiden, the Rexes.
I don't know. Then does that mean he is related to Luchasaurus? I can't tell.
Okay, there you go. But all jokes aside, yeah, that's definitely one of the matches you must be looking forward to. I wish I could be there to watch that match.
All good, bro. I'll be there. I'll be posting.
Yep.
And after that, next week we'll be talking about it.
Yeah. Okay. Interestingly enough, I don't know if that's the main event or this. Maybe it's a co-main event situation. But there's one more championship match: the Singapore Championship, the SPW Singapore Championship from a champion that we've talked about earlier. He was at the previous event for GrappleMax, Butcherman with CK Vin. So yeah, they've been having little vignettes, little YouTube shorts. They've become best friends apparently.
Apparently,
the
yes.
Butcherman is defending his championship against the Destroyer Dharma.
Bro, this is actually the match that I'm most hyped for.
Okay.
Have you seen the social media feud that has been brewing between the two of them?
No, what? Okay, so remember they had this whole thing where he tried to attack him with a chopper at the gym.
Yep. That was their previous so-called feud, right?
Yeah, so
that
was
rivalry.
so these two have history, obviously. But what's the latest drama?
Bro, you don't know, bro. It's all over TikTok.
I think I try to not to do too much TikTok, but tell me.
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm actually a follower of the Butcherman on TikTok.
Okay.
He's a good follow. If you ever, for some reason, on TikTok, go follow Butcherman.
Okay.
He does a lot of like wrestling 101 videos, how to do certain moves. He cuts his promos, blah blah blah, whether in character or out of character. So the one that I saw was he was actually cutting the promo not as Butcherman, just as Daniel, bro.
Okay.
And then he said, just him. He said like, bro, he said, guys, this is me talking as Daniel. I fucking can't stand Dharma.
Oh, we got layers to this now.
Yeah. And then he cut a shoot promo, bro. Apparently talking about why he don't like Dharma, bro.
Okay, so why he don't like Dharma?
I feel it's a bit too sensitive to say here on this podcast. I think you all should watch it on your own.
Wow, that bad? Okay. I will go check it out.
Bad, bro. So like, I know those in the on the chat, the SPW people on the chat, you probably know what exactly is going on. But I'm gonna assume that this is legit heat between them.
So is this like a Becky Charlotte situation?
I don't know. This will help me enjoy the match more when I go there, because I'm assuming that both of them have a legit dislike for each other, lah. But it was some of the words were really pointed, a bit barbed. And then when I was reading the comment, it was even more interesting.
Okay. Well, I'm going to follow him right now.
Yeah, you go check him out on TikTok and see what I'm talking about. But some comments were like, yeah, I don't like this Dharma. Yeah, Butcherman all the way. And some are actually defending Dharma.
Okay.
Like, hey, at least he put in the work, not like you. You know what, bro? Busy, yeah?
Okay, so at least we have a little drama, social media drama going on with that. I can appreciate that. Div says Really? Mr. Froy stole Butcherman's cleaver, so he better watch out.
He better watch out.
He better not cry. Wait, so what is Mr. Froy doing now? He's still the ring announcer, right? But why is he working an angle with Butcherman?
Is he angling for a match?
Yeah, also CK Vin, how is he going to play into this? Like now that they have this friendship, but it hasn't been played out at an event for a while because there hasn't been live events. So I guess we'll, find out more on Friday.
A lot of permutations, a lot of so-called heat online. I love social media in the sense that if you're a wrestler, right, social media is the best way to put over your storylines, bro.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't have the time or the channel, let's say there's no TV show, right, get that shit over on social media lah.
Yeah, man. Nothing else sells stuff on OnlyFans. You will get money on.
What the hell? Okay, so there you go. That's the card. That's the card for SPW's Homecoming. If you got your tickets, good for you. If you haven't gotten your tickets yet, you want to go hang out with Foreign, you want to be Foreign's +1, slide into his DM. Actually, no, slide into our Discord and just ask him, hey, pick me.
Yeah. Because if you guys are not gonna be my +1, I'm gonna bring my girl, man, to watch the show. Most likely she won't go. I don't know lah. I don't think she will go lah. So yeah, she just literally gave me the no side.
You put her on the spot. You're horrible,
No, what I'm saying is, please be my +1 so that I don't have to trouble my girl to follow.
Okay. There you go. We'll be back next week, of course, to talk more about, Homecoming and stuff like that. I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun, bro. Enjoy it. Now, let's talk about AEW. Let's put a bow on everything. Let's get on.
Final topic of the day.
Yeah, final topic, because we are almost at the 2-hour mark already, and, I'm freaking hungry. So, let's go.
Let's go.
Very quickly, Dynamite didn't stand out to me at all. Rampage was even worse.
Okay, honestly, Dynamite, I can't okay, off the top of my head, Dynamite, Samoa Joe versus Johnny Elite.
Yeah.
That was the first match, right? So it was all about a wild card Wednesday. There will be unknown jokers. But to me, honestly, the jokers were underwhelming. I'm sorry.
Okay, Johnny Elite at least got named. Like, did he? Okay, was this a one-off or did he join AEW?
He's not officially signed to AEW, so it's still a one-off.
I hate it when they do that because I feel like he deserves so much better. I feel like he deserves a top spot, but no, he just came in and did what he did.
Yeah, he did what he did. I don't think I've seen a John Morrison versus Samoa Joe match before. So I can at least if nothing, it was a fresh match.
Yeah.
But do you see there was a couple of botches?
Yeah, and his finisher, he landed on his knees instead, right?
Yeah, and he tried to do like a 450, but yeah, like you said, and landed on the knee, so it kind of like took out the impact of the match.
Yeah, he was basically like 5 cms off.
Yeah. The problem is, right, when the name Johnny came out on the Titantron, everyone assumed it was Johnny Gargano, bro.
Right, because he's Johnny Wrestling,
I mean, even he would have pulled off the name Johnny Elite. I think people would say, yeah, Johnny Gargano, let's go.
Yeah.
But, Morrison is great. But my problem is Morrison, I think his time has already passed him by, unfortunately.
I feel like he's the type of guy who needs a partner who will do the talking for him. He needs a Miz. Two jokers to, just... Because he's such a chill, laid-back guy and, goddamn, he's so talented. I wish they did more with him and the Miz when they turned on each other.
He was great in his spot in WWE. He should have stayed there.
Yeah.
Even if he fought with the Miz and turned on him, keep him in WWE. I think it's perfect for him as a wrestler.
Imagine Miz and Morrison versus Randy and Riddle at this point.
Yeah,
that would be hot.
It will be something at least.
But he's here. I actually do hope that this is a one-off because I feel like if he were to become full-time at All Elite, it would follow the same trajectory as your Isaiah Swerve Scott, your Keith Lee. Here he is. Then after he's gonna be on Dark in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, he will slide down the cut.
Yeah.
But again, Samoa Joe beat him. I don't mind that. The one I didn't have no idea what the hell, they just wasted the spot. The Joker spot was the female. Maki Ito. I just want to maki her.
What? So like even the commentators, oh, this is Brit's like former tag team partner. I'm like, yeah, she was Brit's former tag team partner because last time you had nobody to do a tag team match with, so you just anyhow put them together. You know, like that was like not as if they were best friends or shit like that. Like the way Excalibur tried to sell it and they showed footage of them tag team, like that was like 1 or 2 events or like that wasn't even really a thing.
Yeah, so one of the, like I do not know. And then like honestly, when she came to the ring, she started singing. I was like, just please make this stop.
This is the remnants of Kenny Omega and his influence on the women's division.
Yeah, like
no,
there was nothing, nothing.
I remember seeing Chris Statlander. She had a match with who? She lost, right? Did she win? No, she won. She won.
She had a match with Red Velvet, right?
Red Velvet, yes. I remember thinking, oh, hey, this new Chris Statlander looks pretty badass. She has a look.
Oh yeah. So she's no longer the alien.
Well, they didn't really mention like that she just stopped acting like an alien, but I don't know if they've actually mentioned like what she is now.
A bit one thing is a bit problematic though. Because their AEW, their Fight Forever, they release footage is her as the alien gimmick, right?
Yeah. And so I don't know. Actually, we can write off that game already. It looks like it's headed straight into the garbage bin.
Well, if nothing else, bro, the game by the time it comes out, right, all the characters are 3 years old already.
And we complain about WWE 2K. They all like it worse. So it's not so easy making a video game, is it, guys? Just because you play a lot of video games doesn't mean you know how to make a video game, Kenny.
Just because we love wrestling doesn't mean we can be good wrestlers.
Exactly. Exhibit A, taking a freaking spear the wrong way. Anyway, yeah. Other than that, like, oh my god, the opening match of Rampage, I gotta say, I was watching is House of Black versus El Fuego and a bunch of masked guys. Dark Order. I'm like, this is what you're opening with? The House of Black couldn't be colder, and they are going to the pay-per-view to face the Death Triangle. And then they, what's his face? Penta revealed the tombstone with their name on it. I'm like, what is this Toys R Us plastic shit? Your budget don't have, is it? You're gonna make one plastic looking thing that was rocking on stage. You know, like a tombstone supposed to be heavy, right? This plastic thing, and then you see Penta like holding it, like have to hold it so it doesn't rock. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Rabak, bro, rabak.
See, okay, I feel like if this happened at an indie show, for example, like a GrappleMax show or SPW show, I would forgive it because this is okay lah. It's not on TV. It's just for the people in the crowd. It's a goofy comedy moment. This wasn't supposed to be a comedy moment. This was supposed to be, I have your tombstone. You're going to die.
Menacing lah, serious lah.
And then the fucking thing looked like like an inflatable thing, like it's wobbling around. I'm like, oh my god, this looks so shit. Like, I expect more from a big production like this, and the production, if anybody, failed them on that moment.
Yeah. I know we are rocking back and forth between Rampage and Dynamite, but like, they took some of the like the best. To be the hottest wrestler back in December was Bryan Danielson, right? And then now you put him in like a 5v5 rivalry with like, and the main star of the promo was Chris Jericho and William Regal. Yep. Isn't there something wrong with that?
Yep. No, exactly.
You're revisiting a story from 20 years ago and you're making it a focal point, and then you have the best wrestler in the world just silent at the background.
Yeah, and they even let Moxley talk, and whenever Moxley talks, I'm like, he's like this grumbly, mumbly, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. He's the type of person when I hear people like that talk, I immediately roll my eyes and go get to the fucking point.
To be fair, like some of the shots that Chris Jericho took on the opposing team, like they was pretty solid. Like I love all them. How did he attack? Calling Moxley like a addict and all that kind of shit. Like all those things. Like those are great heel work. My problem is they shouldn't be the focus of the match.
Yeah. And not only that, you're talking about Jericho and his JAS, right? Like, have his guys gotten any bigger? Like,
better?
At least over? At least with Inner Circle, Sammy Guevara got over, Santana and Ortiz got over. Like with these guys, like they have not gotten over. I feel like not
yet.
Yeah, it feels like when I see them together, it feels like Chris Jericho and a bunch of lackeys.
Yes, Danny Garcia, I had hope for him, but he just comes across as very like putting on an act.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah,
So,
I'm not really a fan of them. Yeah.
for whatever reason, they haven't been able to grow a character. So, and then you have this top heel on the commentary team on Rampage. I'm like, this is very Salah.
Yeah.
The whole thing
Yep.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Who is Matt
Things-
Menard?
Matt Menard is one of the 2.0 guys lah.
The square head fella.
Yeah, the one
Yeah.
like Zac Efron.
Yeah, I like the square head Terrence and Phillip. I actually liked him, but now with Chris, and Jay Hager is also like hiding in the corner and just quiet. Another mute fella. I'm like, oh my god.
Tough lah. Like okay, but at least actually I like what Boxley said. Like I don't want to do another Stadium Stampede. Like I don't want to do that shit because they were trying to tease that, right? I feel that was great for Pandemic, but like I don't know where they're gonna go with that match. They're gonna call it like an anarchy in the arena or whatever it is. But
Bro, they have. If you look at the poster, it says anarchy in the arena. So I'm like, okay, I don't want to do some stupid gimmick name, and then they still tag the stupid gimmick name on it anyway.
so essentially, it's a 5v5 all-out brawl across the arena. So it's like any false count anywhere, lah, I guess.
I randomly saw a thing where they said that Bryan Danielson got hurt during the taping for Rampage. Did you
Yes.
read more about that?
I saw the video. They posted up online footage. So it was at the end of Rampage. He wasn't shown on television. He apparently fell in between the ramp and the apron. So they were
Wow.
brawling.
Okay, yeah.
At the end of the match, they were brawling, right? So I think he slipped and he fell inside. And you know that freaking ramp is like a huge monstrosity. Like they literally had to like wheel it in, right?
Yeah.
Problem is I think I don't know lah. During the course of the show, the ring moved a bit and got a small gap open up. So he tripped and fell into it.
So, but did he break anything?
Okay, but no false alarm, all good. He is not hurt. What happened, and actually you could see in the footage that they posted that he actually did fall, and then he checked himself. He wasn't hurt, but then he pulled the referee over and he said, "Let's work this. Let's sell this." So I think initially he did fall. That wasn't planned, but then he chose to go along and play with it, and he actually had really milked it and made it look like he fucking like hurt like crazy lah.
So basically, he's just being a veteran and being smart about it. Say, okay, let's work this into an angle. Even if they don't work it into an angle, they decide to give it up. It's like, okay lah, at least the footage is there of him limping around and the referee having to hold him. So shit, it's kudos to him. He's smart enough to have seen the opportunity there.
Very smart, because even when he pulled the referee, you can tell he used the referee, and the referee was like motioning Jake Hager over to stop on his feet so he could sell it a bit more. So it made it look like the heels were vicious because he was literally stuck, but they still took advantage of the situation. And they literally played until the show went off air. They actually got like the crowd, the people backstage all to like help push the ramp. Look like a whole entire presentation, performance.
Bro, you have the best worker. And then he's stuck in this 5v5. Okay, yeah, sure, that's AEW for you. Let's jump into the card then. Okay?
Yeah.
And Akila, me like you, usually I don't fucking give a shit about the buy-in, but I kind of want to see Hookhausen and how this ridiculousness is gonna go down. So Hook and Danhausen versus Tony Nese and Smart Mark Sterling.
So Smart Mark Sterling is wrestling lah now.
Well, I think he's always been a wrestler. It's just that, he was just used as a mouthpiece for a long time. He's probably going to play. He's probably going to take the fall here. Yeah, obviously.
Okay. I mean, Hookhausen has been dividing opinions. Clearly, we've talked about it a couple of times on the show. But a majority of our listeners are fans of him.
Okay.
Are fans of them. Want to see them together. So there is. I have to admit. I'll put my own opinion out of the equation and assume that this is actually a team that a lot of people like to see.
Sure.
So
it is not. However, it is not the stuff that's going to draw in the fans.
It's not the stuff that's going to make Hook a bigger star.
Yeah.
That's my opinion as well. But again, we've seen how comedy in wrestling works. Hook is like badass. He's going to play the straight guy, right? And Danhausen is just going to play the weirdo lah. Yeah.
With no explanation, by the way. Nobody has ever explained what the hell he does. So good luck to them.
I hope that, Danhausen, for some reason, puts on a kick-ass wrestling match lah.
Yeah, sure. I have a plane flying by, so in case if you're wondering why I'm, silent for a while, I'm just trying to mute myself while you talk.
Oh, okay. Oh, now I hear it. Okay, but actually a lot of people have the same sentiments. They actually want to see the buy-in show because of this match.
Irvin says they're trying to do Rock and Sock, but Danhausen is not Mankind. Exactly. He's not even a Hurricane at this point, right? Hurricane and Rock, remember they had that whole thing? Let's move on then. Jade Cargill with her baddies versus Anna Jay for the AEW TBS Championship.
Okay, one question. I love the baddies. I love the presentation. They're giving Kiara Hogan and Red Velvet like a spot, right? That's great.
Something to do,
But
yeah.
why suddenly NRJ is now the number one contender? How did that happen?
Anyhow, book one. Like, okay. Like right now, Jade is not really in a in a program with anybody, is she? They're just like having her defeat jobbers left, right, and center, making her look strong, presenting her in the right way. But this match just comes out of nowhere. Like, oh, what did Anna Jay do?
Yeah, exactly. And they have this big problem with the TBS title because they book Jade Cargill to be such a big star, but they just completely ignore everyone. So unless this storyline happened on a dark or elevation, nobody knows how this happened.
Yeah, you can't expect us to know, right? And have we seen Anna Jay recently actually on the main TV shows?
No, ever since Ty Conti became a heel and like, started cozying up with Sammy Guevara, he just left a bestie there to not do anything.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I have a better promotion, better program, I leave you, you bye-bye. I guess they did split up Ty Conti and Anna Jay. But then, okay, going back to what the hell are they doing with Sammy Guevara, they're forcing him as a face.
Yeah, it's
have you
stupid
noticed?
because Scorpio Sky like had like a 2-week face run, which I thought was actually going to go well. He looks like a very like somebody that you will root for, and then you make him turn heel again.
No, and then you had a good few weeks where Sammy Guevara was getting booed to death. Like, boo, we hate you guys. And then now you have Kazarian wearing a suit, and they destroyed the TNT title on, was it Rampage? I think it was Rampage.
Yeah.
And then he's smashing the title, and then the two of them at the back making. I'm like, okay, what am I watching here?
How is that a face thing to do?
Yeah, exactly. So they're trying. It's almost as if they are trying to force them as like, oh, this is cool. This is what faces do. It's like, I don't know if this is going to work. Well, the crowd will be the judge of that, I suppose. But anyway, going back to what we were talking about, Jade versus Anna Jay. Jade wins convincingly. This is just a match to have a match. Is it?
Yeah,
as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. No storyline here.
My only thing that I'm a bit sad is they had 2-3 months since Revolution to like build up Jade Cargill and her opponent.
Yeah.
But no, they just like give her random matches and just push random opponents. So a bit disappointing in that sense.
The men's Owen Hart Cup tournament final, the Owen, as it were.
Yes.
So it's okay. We'll find out who it's going to be on Dynamite, lah. But is it going to be Kyle O'Reilly or Samoa Joe versus Adam Cole? I mean, it's quite obvious who's going to be, right?
Yeah. So Adam Cole defeated Jeff Hardy on this past week's Dynamite.
Way to shit on the return of Jeff Hardy. Like, as if they weren't shit on enough. And then all of a sudden, he does this singles thing. And then now they're like, okay, we better give everybody the Hardys versus the Young Bucks. So, but the Hardys have absolutely no heat anymore. They are dead. They are ice cold at this point.
And Hardys have no heat. Young Bucks haven't been doing anything much of note.
What could have been a hot feud? Like the Hardys reform and then they start feuding immediately with the Young Bucks. Don't even have to wrestle, cut promos, and then leading to this match because the history is there already. You don't even have to do much. No, they have to go and jump off scaffoldings, fight with Butcher and the Blade, do solo matches, making themselves look tired and old, which they are. You know, unfortunately, Father Time catches up to everybody. But they could have milked it for all it was worth just to lead up to this payoff match.
Yeah. If they had saved their first ever Hardy Boys match for this event, 2 months of them not doing shit. Like, even if they want to have a match, right? Let Matt Hardy do the match. Jeff Hardy don't do anything.
But even
because
Matt,
we've seen Matt.
Even Matt also looks like everything hurts. I feel bad when I watch the Hardys now. It's like, oh, these two poor thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, clearly they are gonna have a match. But back to the
Kyle.
Cup. Do you think they're gonna do a Kyle versus Adam Cole but in AEW, or are you gonna make it Samoa Joe?
No, it's gonna be Samoa Joe versus Adam Cole. They'll try.
Why?
There'll be shenanigans. You got your face versus heel match, and I don't think Kyle has done enough recently to suddenly become like, I'm gonna challenge Adam Cole. You know what I mean? Like if they wanted to do it, there would have been some kind of dissension going in.
My problem is, right, if you make Samoa Joe the winner and face Adam Cole in the finals, I think you're giving away the results already.
Okay, why?
Because clearly Adam Cole as the first ever Owen Hart Cup winner makes more sense than Samoa Joe. No offense to Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe is a veteran at this point.
Yep.
He doesn't need it. He has no connection to the Owen Hart family. I don't know. It just feels such a weird thing to give it to him. But Adam Cole can do a lot. You can run with him as the winner, and he can use it to actually challenge for titles in the future. Like he's still like at that main event, even though he's not really that hot as well. But he's still at that main event position.
Yeah.
I think that if Samoa Joe wins, it doesn't make as much sense.
So you're saying Kyle O'Reilly should face Adam Cole?
To me, if Kyle O'Reilly faces Adam Cole, then the winner is a bit more unclear.
Right, but okay, to me it doesn't make any sense because they've had history on NXT, but that's not canon here, right? And there has been no signs of dissension unless they really want to play it off at the last minute and just have the two teammates fight. And then what? They can break them up. Kyle O'Reilly as a main challenger against Adam Cole, I don't think that works. There has been no sort of push for Kyle O'Reilly to become his own man here. So I don't think that's going to happen. It's very easy to... like this whole tournament is quite easy to call. In that Samoa Joe is going to face Adam Cole. Samoa Joe is going to lose because of Satnam Singh and Jay Lethal, thus leading to Samoa Joe versus Jay Lethal because he has a program there. So yeah, you're right. It's very obvious to book, and I think this is the obvious route they're going. I do not see Kyle O'Reilly moving on.
I tell you, bro, you can bet that, right? Lock it in, right? It will happen exactly the way you booked it.
Yeah, unless they really want to sue up, but I highly doubt it.
Yeah, but even if that happens, like I'm not against it. It's just that I had higher hopes. Like in my opinion, the Owen Hart Cup has been a bit underwhelming.
Yep.
But again, like so far, everything in AEW has been underwhelming in the last couple of weeks. So
you can only have one CM Punk and one MJF. And
do you know why? You know why?
Why?
I think Tony Khan is too distracted. I think he's more focused on Forbidden Door than Double or Nothing, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, he's a mark. He's doing mark booking, and there's more to this than just being a mark. Like, I could never do it. You could never do it because it's not something that we've done. And it shows right now. Only the people who have been in the positions, who have booked themselves or have been around the business for a long time, they are thriving because they know how to book themselves. Everyone, the new guys, the new girls, they are looking to Tony Khan to book them, and this is what's happening. And the people who don't really like, Jeff and Matt, they even in their WWE history, they've always been just the soldiers. They won't rise up and say, no, this is my storyline, that is my storyline. You know what? Oh, yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah, I was like, whoa. Settle down, bro. Are you gonna attack somebody? What's going on?
No. I was just trying to see the like. But anyway, the point I wanted to make was, you're right. I will use a football analogy since some of our listeners are football fans as well. If you are the owner of a club, you're the Roman Abramovich, right? You're going to be the owner. You might have some say in certain things, but you're going to hire a coach to do the job to run the team.
Yes.
You're not going to suddenly start booking the team, making substitutions or whatever shit.
Because you don't know enough.
Yeah, don't pretend to know. If you want to know, can, but learn.
Yeah.
Because he has admitted for a fact that he's learning on the job as a booking television. He's never produced television before.
Yeah. Well, I mean, then you might say, oh, but Vince McMahon has been a booker. He's been around the business for his whole life. It's a different example altogether. Yeah,
he didn't even become like the owner until he's like in his 30s because he was working as a
announcer
for his dad. For his dad for the longest time. So, he needs to pay his dues lah. But of course, as a rich motherfucker, like there's no such thing as paying dues for them. They just want to buy, they buy lah.
Yeah, so that's why you bring in someone like a William Regal to book your shit. You already have him there.
And you got a couple of agents who left WWE to work for you. Arn Anderson, Billy Gunn.
Instead, you have them on TV doing stupid shit. Like, oh my god, the Billy Gunn. Did you see the Rampage Billy Gunn promo?
I didn't see, no.
Oh my god, I didn't understand. Like, I legit didn't understand it. Like, after they finished, I was like, What the fuck did they just do? Like, look, Billy Gunn, athletic, he looks amazing for his age, 50 plus. But there's a reason he wasn't the mouthpiece for DX. Let's put it that way, okay? There is a reason he wasn't the mouthpiece of the New Age Outlaws.
There's a reason why it was Road Dogg.
Yeah, okay. Let's move on then. Tony Storm or Britt Baker versus Ruby Soho or Chris Statlander in the women's side of the Owen.
You know what? I actually think I like the women's permutations better.
Yeah. Well, there's more chance for someone new to truly step up. I think that Britt Baker might actually lose to Tony Storm just so that it's someone fresh in that, finals.
I won't be surprised.
But that being said, nothing Tony Storm has done has impressed in AEW. Nothing.
Then again, there might be a theory that what if Adam Cole and Britt Baker win the respective tournaments?
Oh my god. But see, I feel like Britt doesn't need it, but I see where you're going with that. It makes sense, right? But then again, if this were the king of the ring, then you got king and queen, at least they can go on to run some gimmick there, right? Now you have what? Male Owen and female Owen? What does that mean?
The Owens.
Like what the fuck is that?
Yeah. So but I mean, I wouldn't put past them to do it. But if they really want to push somebody new, like you said, Tony Storm surprise victory beat Britt Baker, Chris Statlander and Ruby Soho.
Ruby Soho is so ice cold. She's another one. I rather at least Chris has just resurfaced as a new Chris Statlander. She got some sort of momentum. Ruby has zero momentum. I feel bad for her because, and her matches thus far have been meh as well.
So if Statlander wins against Tony Storm, who do you think should win that match?
Chris. Because at least from she has some kind of momentum because she just came back. But now that you brought it up, I think you're probably right. They're going to go with Cole and Baker and they can be like power couple or some shit.
Yeah. But if it follows logical booking, that might happen. If it's Chris Statlander and Tony Storm, I think I would like Chris Statlander to win only because she's like one of the originals, AEW originals.
Yep.
And this will help her more in her career as like being a more established name than the rest of them.
Yeah, and I feel like she's the most fresh. Even though Tony Storm just came in, they've done nothing with her, and it's same with Ruby Soho. Ruby Soho, like wow, poor girl. Came in, had a lot of momentum, and then immediately onto elevation.
Shame. It's big such shame. A shame. Do you remember when Ruby Soho debuted on All Out, right? She's actually one of the biggest pops of the show other than CM Punk.
So they always have this post WWE goodwill with the fans, right? Oh, you've escaped the evil empire. Oh, we sayang you. We love you. Keith Lee had it. Swerve Scott had it. And then all of a sudden, nothing.
Yeah.
No more. Irvin says, are y'all going to talk about AEW and Shida issues? Okay, what is the issue? I am not familiar with.
Please give us the context.
Yeah.
I don't think I've heard any issues between Hikaru Shida and AEW though.
Well, I do see her missing from this lineup, so that, makes sense that maybe they have something going on. Thunder Rosa, the champion, the AEW Women's Champion versus Serena Deeb. From a wrestling standpoint, I think that's the match a lot of us are looking forward to.
Yeah. Honestly, I like the fact Serena Deeb is fighting for the title, but I know what you're gonna say next.
What?
Booking for the show wise, promos wise, leading up to this match.
Like Serena, okay, some people are like, what the hell was Serena Deeb's promo about? Like she called out everybody and their mother, friggin', except for JR. You know what? I actually like that promo, I did. She called out Dustin Rhodes because they did the promo package where they're like, oh, I think to get predictions, right? And it fits with everything. Like she sounds like somebody who watches the product, watches her own show, which makes sense, right? She gave props to JR because JR always sticks up for Serena Deeb. It makes sense. Who did she scold? She scolded Dustin Rhodes. I think she scolded either Excalibur or Tony Schiavone.
She scolded Tony Schiavone.
Because Tony is always saying, oh, what a horrible heel she is. It makes sense.
Yeah. The thing about her finally revealing the truth about how about her treatment in WWE, that was very refreshing. Honestly, bro, that was one of the things I was always wondering. I mean, I'm saying it like as a curious fan, because I always was like, hey, why her chest very flat now?
Oh.
Not as but I wasn't trying to shame her in that way because I remember her from Straight A Society. One of the biggest things that I remember, other than the fact that she was botak, was that she had very big tits.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, the fact that she
Right?
brought it up and she was like, oh, pressured into getting implants and then shaving her head. That was a nice little nod to the longtime fans like us. Oh, you had to go through that bullshit, right?
Yeah, and then like she had to satisfy some old perverts in the wrestling business. Like all those things was really deep, and I was actually rooting for her. I could see the reason why she is the way she is, why has this fire, and she reinvented herself essentially to become this like great technical wrestler.
Yeah.
But do you realize something?
What?
Thunder Rosa can't cut promos for nuts, man.
No, she cannot. She's the type who needs to cut very short promos, a few lines, blah, blah, and then say a catchphrase and then disappear. Because
she's very fiery person, Latina, right? Like Mexican. Like I like her passion, but I don't think she can hold people's attention.
No. Bro, I also realized one thing. As we've been talking, you've been coming closer and closer to the camera. It's like, hey, bro, why your face so big all of a sudden?
Bro,
you're talking about Serena Deep and implants and your face getting closer to the camera. What's going on, bro?
No, I'm trying to be more ASMR.
ASMR.
Like Serena Deep. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe because I haven't been paying too much attention to Dynamite also. Has Thunder Rosa been on TV much at all?
The last big title defense she had was Battle of the Belts 2.
Right. So it feels like she hasn't been around a lot. So it's like another one of those like matches where it's like, okay, like on paper it looks like a good match, but in terms of like a storyline, I'm like, okay, like Serena Deep cut a cool promo and that's about it.
Yeah. Not really a fan of the matchup. Like, to be honest, after Thunder Rosa beat Britt Baker, like, okay, yeah, that was her high point. She's suffering from the Adam Page situation, bro.
Yeah, they don't know how to carry her momentum over with the next competitor and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
honestly, I would be rooting for Serena Deep.
Oh, okay, interesting. Actually, you know what? Me too. I think because Serena Deep has that deep history that we as longtime fans know and understand, so it's interesting. Irvin has shed some light on the Hikaru Shida situation. They removed Shida from the tournament due to injury, but Shida said she was not injured on Twitter. Ooh, you know what I feel like this might be? And this is me making shit up, so don't go and say, oh, Mr. Young say one. I feel like this is a Big Swole situation where they're like suddenly not talking to each other. Or not Big Swole, Chavo Guerrero.
Oh, is it?
I feel like, don't you think that Tony Khan has that sort of relationship? Like he's too busy with his new toys and he ignore his old toy, and then like, doesn't have anything for her, so they just came up with an excuse. Oh yeah, she's injured. But actually, if they had a chat, maybe she could have been inserted into the tournament or something like that.
You know the problem with nice guys?
They finished last.
No, this is nothing to do with relationships. I think the problem with nice guys, they don't like conflict. They try the best they can to avoid conflict or hard conversations. So probably like, he doesn't know how to book her, or he got nothing for her, and then he's like, okay lah, I just keep quiet lah, I just carry on my own things.
But that's even worse. It makes the relationship sour and it festers, as opposed to like ripping off the band-aid and cleaning it. Okay, we don't have anything for you now. Let's work on something down the line.
Well, it's undisputed fact that Hikaru Shida is like their best like Joshi star that they have.
Wait, hold on. Didn't she also have something to complain about before this as well? I can't remember, but I feel like there was an issue.
The last time she had a big matchup was with Serena Deep, but she lost that street fight.
Yeah. No, and then there was this whole thing where she went back to Japan and then she came back, and I forget what it was. Somebody jogged my memory, but anyway, she's not on the card. Let's not dwell too much on her.
But again, there's other things on the show that is of a bigger, more importance right now. So
this might be a title match. You talk about being of importance, but honestly, all three teams are kind of cold, except for one, Jurassic Express with Christian Cage. Okay, remember when Christian Cage came back and he was like outwork everybody?
Yeah, what work has he done? Okay, lah. To be fair, his 2021 was pretty good. He actually won titles on all three promotions.
And then after that, he's been relegated to a manager who barely shows up. All right, cool.
Okay.
So you got Jurassic Express versus Team Taz versus Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland. I mean, on paper, it's, I guess it's an exciting match, but really,
This one is more of like, okay lah, all three got nothing to do, put them together.
Right.
Yeah. I can name a couple more tag teams that I would rather see fighting for the title.
FTR.
Yes, number one. That's the number one team. Like, why is FTR not fighting for the tag team titles?
Right.
The biggest tag team that they have right now, the most momentum, the most crowd support. Exactly.
And that's about it, which is quite scary. Actually, don't they have a match on Dynamite? Actually,
Who? FTR?
Yeah, didn't they? They got challenged. I saw the promo on Rampage.
Oh, is it FTR versus?
Oh, best friends for ROH title.
Yeah.
So yeah. They're in the running for every title except for the AEW Championship because they hate them apparently.
Does FTR have a match for Double or Nothing though? That's the question.
I don't think so. Which is like, what the hell, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, you got that triple threat three-way. I think it's time for Team Taz because Keith Lee and Swerve, I'm sorry, they are cold as ice right now and not in a good way.
They are still new and it was very unlikely that they became a tag team in the first place.
Yeah, but what are they even? Like, what, they're just friends? We just both came in together so we become friends. Like, you know what I mean? There's no real like explanation as to why all of a sudden they're best friends.
But as an objective viewer of the show, I really like their finisher though. The tag team finisher is pretty dope.
Okay.
You see it?
What, is the one where he jumps off Keith Lee's chest or what?
So like Keith Lee holds the guy up in a power bomb. Then he from the from the top rope jumps and give him a flying double stomp on the chest.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, but it's just one cool move.
Yeah lah.
There's literally nothing else exciting about that. Like every time they cut a promo or they have a match, my attention goes away already. They are very bland to me, very bland. Yeah. And of course, you know how I feel about Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus.
They need to drop the titles, bro. Yeah.
At least give it to Team Taz. They have momentum. They have potential. More than anything, they have potential. Like Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs.
Yeah, I love. I think was it Ricky Starks that cut a promo this past week on Dynamite.
Yeah.
I can't remember what he said. I remember it was very funny. And then somebody they make fun of him. Swerve said that he looked like a toothbrush.
Yeah.
Or like a toothpaste.
Yeah.
But I like them. They entertain me.
Okay, let's move on then. The big Anarchy in the Arena match.
Anarchy. Okay, Anarchy. Yes. I was distracted because suddenly I saw like some naughty link on our.
It's some
stream.
bot. Yeah, please nobody click that. Okay, that's a bot. I will go in and delete that, but I don't have my YouTube page open.
Okay, cool.
The JAS versus Eddie Kingston, Santana and Ortiz, and the BCC.
Yeah. So. Well, okay, the Eddie Kingston connection is probably why the BCC is involved with Moxley.
Yep.
But that requires you to be a wrestling fan who like really knows the history of the product, because to me, they just randomly got together.
Yeah. And well, I mean, Jericho tried to play off that, because Bryan Danielson and what's his face and Eddie Kingston had a thing.
Yeah.
Like had a feud going on for a while. So he tried to play that off as well. And they have, in fact, tried to play it off like they were shoving each other at the end of Dynamite and all that. So, okay, I get that. I see it. I mean, do we really want the best wrestler that they have right now in a big, clusterfuck of a street fight or a hardcore match? I guess once in a while, sure, you can have that. Where is Wheeler Yuta in this? Is he not in this match?
Yeah, so if you don't follow, Wheeler Yuta is actually taking a month away from AEW because he's in Japan right now wrestling in their Best of Super Junior tournament, bro.
Oh, okay. So you give him this massive push, and then he's gone.
Yep.
Brilliant booking. That's just brilliant booking right there. Oh, all right, Yuta, we're gonna give you the biggest push. You're gonna go to the wire with John Moxley. You're gonna bleed all over television. You're gonna be the newest member of the Blackpool Combat Club, and then gone. Well, I mean, And that says it all, doesn't it?
That's AEW for you, bro.
I don't know, but Tony Khan, that is, being he, needs to not be such a nice guy and let him go everywhere. Sometimes, as a businessman, you gotta be like, no, we just gave you a massive push. You stay here and reap the rewards and benefits and give back to what we've just done for you.
But Wheeler Yuta cannot be in this match, bro.
Why?
Later becomes 6 versus 5. One extra person.
Somebody else can drop out loud, for crying out loud. No, it's already... yeah.
Santana, Ortiz, Eddie Kingston, they are a trio. Cannot let them go, right? Moxley and Brian Anderson will bring the star power. Also cannot let them go. Let go Wheeler Yuta lah. I'm fine.
Okay, fine. This is gonna be a big mess all over the arena. It'll be fun. Yep. It'll be sports entertaining. Who goes over?
I think JAS needs to go over.
Can we highlight one of the other members of the JAS?
No, yeah, and not Jericho, right?
Yeah, there has to be a match where we see more of... I don't even know the other guys' names other than Daniel Garcia.
Matt Bernard, Angelo Parker. You know what? I want Daniel Garcia to have an interaction with Bryan Danielson and tease like, you should be joining BCC instead of JAS. Because they've been talking about it in promos, like how they actually wanted Daniel Garcia to be part of their group.
Sure.
Yeah.
I honestly expect nothing from this, so it'll be good.
Yeah. It is gonna be whatever. It's gonna be like Inner Circle versus American Top Team from the Full Gear.
Oh
you
my god. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, only this time without Paige Van Zandt.
Yes, which is a shame.
Which is a huge shame. There's no distractions here. Why is this even? I hope they move this to the buy-in because I don't give a crap. House of Black. I'm sorry to all you death metal fans who love the House of Black. I know there are a lot of fans, but I'm sorry, Edge is doing a better version right now on the WWE. Malachi Black, Buddy Matthews, who finally got the memo, so he's wearing like weird, I don't know, gladiator trunks, as opposed to regular ring gear looking like the odd kid, like, has nothing to do with these two goth guys.
Yeah.
And of course, Brody King versus Death Triangle, Pac, Penta, Ray Fenix.
You know what? Who knows? Maybe Buddy Matthews will get pressurized. Social pressure.
Get tattoo.
Peer pressure. I'll get tattoo.
Finally, he's like, they all have like full sleeves, whole body. He one tattoo. One.
Hey, you heard about the latest rumor?
What?
Apparently, he and Rhea Ripley are an item, bro.
Buddy Matthews?
Yeah.
What? That is so random.
Google lah. No, apparently they're gym buddies at first.
Oh.
And then both of them got the Australian connection, bro.
And then they bond over shrimp on the barbie and all that kind of stuff.
Yes, I mean Buddy Matthews like her blondes lah.
Wait, hold on. I just remembered one thing. This has totally nothing to do with what we were talking about, but we had a new a former WWE star that made it to Rampage. Made his debut on Rampage versus Sean Spears.
Oh, yes. I know who you're talking about.
Formerly known as Killian Dane. Shows up like badass. Like he looks badass, right? And then he jobs to Sean Spears. I was like, oh my god, poor guy.
He doesn't look the same. Like, did he shave or something?
He shaved I can't remember if his head or his mustache. But yeah, I think he just shaved his head so he looked like a new Albert.
I heard his name is like a big something, Mo.
I forgot his name. It was so not memorable. And then he jobbed to the chairman, who's the jobber. Now I'm like, oh dear, no.
Jobber of jobbers, Big Demo.
I don't know what that means, but
I
the
don't care,
poor guy. Like anyway, sorry. We were talking about like foreign wrestlers, and that popped in my head. Okay, back to this. Okay. This could have the potential to be like a lot of really high-flying, crazy-ass stunts. But it can also have the potential to be a Botchamania. You will see a lot of clips of this on Botchamania, and somebody's going to fucking get injured.
Okay, my issue with this entire card is there's too many tag team matches. It's like they want to satisfy every single tag team storyline, which is great in the sense that AEW has so many tag teams that they can have multiple tag team storylines compared to WWE.
Yeah.
But my problem is a lot of those storylines doesn't need the payoff on this pay-per-view.
Oh yeah, exactly, because a lot of these tag team storylines are on Dark.
Yeah, like House of Black versus the Death Triangle honestly can be a like a main event of Dynamite.
Yeah. Oh, this could be in the buy-in, because I swear if this were the main event of the buy-in, people would be like, "Whoa, shit! There's a lot of action," you know. But storyline-wise, this doesn't deserve a spot on the main card.
Bro, but that happened in the previous Revolution. Remember, the buy-in was this match, House of Black versus Death Triangle.
Oh, so they're running it back, lah.
Yeah, they're running it back. But the thing is, Park was Park part of this show now?
Yes. We never know. Well, by next week they might have changed this. Oh, it's Penta and
oh my god,
Ray Phoenix and like Serpentico.
Yeah, it's so forgettable. But okay, it's gonna be a great match. Like you know, all six can deliver in the ring. You know, it's gonna be entertaining to watch. But
it will be a car crash, sort of a high spot fest, and Botchamania is gonna have a field day with this one. Okay, let's move on then. The tag team match that with the proper build could have been an epic showdown. This could have been a WrestleMania match. Like the crowd going wild. We're talking about the Young Bucks versus the Hardys. Okay. I mean, we've talked about this to death. We can all agree that they completely botched the Hardys' return, right?
Yeah.
Them wrestling matches on Dark, doing stupid shit, jumping off ledges versus Butcher and the Blade, serving absolutely no purpose, because the Butcher and the Blade, are they any better for it? No. Did it hurt the Hardys? Because they have a very limited window of health left. Yes.
Yeah.
Like, you're putting them through all that shit for nothing. Meanwhile, people are taking swanton bombs directly on their chest.
It's such a shame. But you know what? Their last match that they had, 2017, I think it was in ROH. That match was the night before WrestleMania 33, bro.
I've never actually watched that match. And you compare those Hardys to the Hardys today, I mean, cannot. They've lost a lot of mobility. Yeah. They've obviously got injured after years and years of horrendous, crazy ass bumps. To which we say, hey, we respect that, but look, that's why they need to be very selective with their appearances. Yeah, have a big match, but only a big match against a big team, and not like wrestling random matches on Dynamite and Rampage and that.
It's weird to say, but we're gonna rely on the Young Bucks to carry this match, lah. In a sense.
And so it's going to be a spot fest. It's going to be an ugly spot fest where it looks like they're waiting for each other, because I don't think that the Hardys can hang with them in terms of speed and agility anymore.
Yeah.
I actually am not looking forward to this match.
Yeah, again, they have such a stacked tag team. They have so many tag team matches in this show, but they don't have the best tag team in the world wrestling in the match or in any of the cards. So like, I for one am not a fan of this card, to be honest. I only am watching this show for 2 matches, and we're gonna talk about 2 matches right after this.
Okay, wait. There's only 1 match left. Did I miss?
2 matches, bro.
No. There's only 1 match left.
Okay. Wait. One of the match is if Shawn Spears is defeated in the cage match.
Right. Okay.
Then we'll have that match.
Okay, I guess it's not on the list because it hasn't been official yet. But I see where I've missed out here. Okay, so we'll talk about that then. MJF versus Wardlow.
Yeah.
10
lashes. 10 lashes that thing that happened last week. Like honestly, I like the twist on it.
Okay.
Like the first 8 lashes, like Wardlow was badass. He barely even move. Yeah. I loved it, and it just make MJF pissed off even more. You know.
Yep.
But then clearly, being a heel, they had to do the low blow and do the attack, all that kind of nonsense. So this is the match that I'm looking forward to most, because it was the best built match of the entire card.
Right.
Yeah. So Wardlow is gonna be a star. Whether he can carry the momentum and not suffer from Adam Page and Ruby Soho's fate, that remains to be seen. But I think once Wardlow beats up MJF, he's gonna probably go for one of the title sneaks.
He should, because at this point, like, they've built him up, and kudos this is an MJF thing. And, all of a sudden now, with all the talk of him saying he's not being paid enough, I agree 100% that they need to do something. They need to have a chat with him and go, okay, how can we make your deal better?
Yeah, they do need to do that. And I think he's going to prove to Tony Khan that he is one of their biggest assets right now with this match, because he's going to make another star in Wardlow. Like, Wardlow is not a star without MJF putting him over like this.
No, exactly, 100%. All right. I'm killing the naughty messages from the bots on our stream. That's why I'm a little bit distracted. So carry on.
It's good that there are these kind of bots, because doesn't that mean like the podcast is growing?
Yes, it does. Weirdly enough, right?
Weirdly, yeah. Okay, so that's the second last match, probably the co-main event. The main event, CM Punk versus Adam Page. Bro.
Oh boy. Wow. I'm not excited for this. Unfortunately.
What a shame, right?
Yeah, what a shame. Like the Wardlow match, I'm more excited for, like you said, right?
Exactly.
The build to this has been sort of meh, and actually going into this, I have no idea who's face, who's heel, who is the crowd going to cheer. It's actually quite up in the air.
Yeah. Oh, Muhammad Daniel just joined the podcast, like, bro, 2.5 hours in that you joined. Yo, what's up?
It's okay. You can catch up watching the video on demand or listening to the podcast. But I hope you're having a good one, man. Thanks for dropping by. So, yes, let's quickly talk about this match so we can wrap up and go do our things.
Yes, so you're right. The reason why this match is not hot, because Adam Page is not a hot champion.
Nope.
Like, if you think about it, this is CM Punk's first title match in 10 years. It should be a bigger deal, bro.
Yes.
It should be a bigger deal. And I feel like he is fighting the wrong guy.
I hope that... Remember we talked about this before. I hope that this is not a situation where CM Punk's just, all right, you know what? You let me have my fun now. I'm just going to give back by laying down for Adam Page.
No, Punk should be the champion going to the summer.
Okay.
Okay, if you are a businessman, you talk about the biggest star AEW has in terms of metrics, like, t-shirt sales, primetime TV, who's watching, whose segment.
If that's the case, then freaking Orange Cassidy would be a champ.
Oh, come on, bro. It's either MJF or CM Punk.
Yes. Yeah, agree.
Right?
Agree.
Honestly, I think after Wardlow's feud is over, they're going to run it back MJF CM Punk 2, and it's going to be for the title.
Okay, well, I mean, that makes a lot of sense.
Because if CM Punk's purpose, and I think this is the kind of guy he is, winning the title from Adam Page only to drop it to MJF, he's building 2 stars really, bro.
Yeah, that is the point, right?
Yeah.
So this is the transition lah. This is the handoff. So Adam Page hands the title to CM Punk. CM Punk holds it for a while, has a few challenges along the way, has great matches, and then he needs to come up against MJF. I like that booking. I hope that's where they're going with it. I don't trust them to do it. I personally feel that what I described earlier is going to be what unfolds. They're going to try to build... Tony Khan's going to be like, fuck the haters. I'm going to go with what I, wrote down and have Adam Page be my man.
Problem is, Adam Page hasn't given any indication that he deserves this spot, because he has started showing some fire only recently, but I think it's a case of too little too late, bro.
Yeah. And even with the fire, it's like, not only is it too little too late, it's not very
didn't make sense.
Good. Yeah.
Doesn't make sense. Like in the context of his character.
Yeah.
All of a sudden he's got this hatred for CM Punk.
Yeah, but what is his character?
He was an anxious millennial cowboy with insecurity issues lah. But okay, you honestly, if they play up to that fact, like, I'm very insecure because like now I'm trying to be the babyface champion, but I got this another more popular guy. Like even at least that is like a pretty cool thread that they can continue with, you know.
Yeah.
But nothing.
People want to say, oh, WWE can't handle subtlety. Maybe AEW too subtle already. Nothing is going on.
No middle ground. They are too like insider already.
Yeah. Are they going to clarify his relationship with the Dark Order now, says Irvin? I think he should just go away from the Dark Order. They can be separate entities altogether. They don't have to be, they don't have to clarify anything. It's fine. It's done. Move on.
Stu Grayson already released, really.
Yeah.
So released quietly without even any announcement or nothing. Yeah.
Evil Uno is still around now. He was in that match on Rampage, right?
Yeah, Evil Uno is still the main guy on Dark Order.
Dark
Johnny
Order. Hangi is gone. Dark Order went from like a joke to having some form of credibility, like a badass stable, to a joke, and then a joke hanging around with the main champion.
And then Colt Cabana is out there doing Young Rock.
Okay, yeah, well, less said about that, the better. So there you go. That's AEW Double or Nothing. Will we watch it? Of course we'll watch it. If anything, we'll watch it for the matches. They will always deliver.
AEW still hasn't not made me buy their shows, their pay-per-view.
Well, because they're still working on a pay-per-view model where you have to pay like $30-$40 just to watch the event. Whereas for the premium live events, it's like, okay, I already subscribed to Peacock or the WWE Network. They can put on a shit show, so it's like, it's just another show to them, honestly.
No, but it's good because I feel like they're earning us to open up our pockets, to pay for that.
Yes.
So if nothing else, it is a stack card. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
the matches probably might deliver in the ring.
Yeah, the only issue is in terms of heat, in terms of storyline. It's like it could have been done a lot better. Yeah,
but I feel like maybe I give chance because I feel like the company's entire attention is on the Forbidden Door. So I think once we get through Double or Nothing, they have 1 month only to promote Forbidden Door, so they're gonna go all out. So we shall see.
Yeah, it should be interesting. And how they promote it, like we haven't seen any invasions thus far. They have one guy, but he's from DDT. So it's like, okay, that has nothing to do with anything.
Could there be surprise debuts or surprise appearances at Double or Nothing?
I hope. I hope so.
To kick off the storyline?
Like somebody screws somebody,
Mm-hmm. Like one time Okada appear at the end of the CM Punk match.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll have to wait and see lah.
Wait, I just thought of something, bro. If CM Punk becomes the champion, his first title defense might be a inter-promotional match in Forbidden Door.
Oh, wow. Okay. That could be it.
Punk versus Ospreay for me, bro.
Oh, really? Okay, well, there you go.
My match, Punk versus Ospreay, Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr.
Right. I wonder how they're going to work the titles. Then will a title be on the line? Then will they have to defend the title if one wins the IWGP, whatever? It's like,
I have no idea.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay, so that will do it for us, I guess. There you go. That's the card. Yeah. We've talked a lot about wrestling, bro. We need to go take a break, detox, and cleanse ourselves and do other things. I don't know if you guys feel the same way as well.
I need to actually get started to do my work.
Okay, there's that. I have a lot of shit to do as well. Yeah. So, as always, we thank you so much for hanging out, especially on a Monday afternoon. If you miss any of it, don't worry. You can always watch this video on demand on YouTube or listen to the podcast on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcast from. If you haven't already, do us a favor, all right? Hit that like button. It really helps us. Helps with the algorithm and all that shit, And come say hi to us in our Discord. You just go into the description, find the link, and that's where we chat more about wrestling.
Yeah. And if you want to support our podcast, you love what we do, you want to keep it going, please feel free to pledge on our Patreon any amount from any of the tiers. We'll be happy to accept any of them.
Absolutely. Whatever you're comfortable with. Get your name on the ticker, as it were, right there. I feel like I'm pointing at my crotch, but anyway.
Yeah. You can see. Patreon shoutouts, no, not your crotch, Mr. Young, but yes, The Shadow, Div Royalty, Christian, thanks for all the help, you guys, and all the support. Yes, please consider pledging to our Patreon.
Absolutely. Okay, it's been fun. We will catch you again next week. Probably not on Monday. Actually, no, 100% not on Monday. I'm working on Monday. Army Open House. Let's go. If you are heading down to the F1 Pit building, please come and say hi to me, okay? But not while I'm on stage.
Okay.
But yes, please come and say hi to me. So we'll probably do the review as well as our SPW Homecoming review next Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. And it will give us one day to digest the whole, Double or Nothing. As well, we can get to catch Raw. So that way we will be live right after Raw. So that will be great.
There you go. Okay, as always, it's Mr. Young.
And it's for In the Building. Have a great week.
Oh, yeah.
Kick to the gut. I like it.